Welcome back to Kingdom of Nerds, the other show between the sheets, between the covers. I don't know what to call this show, but we're going to talk comics. We're going to talk movies. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have a special guest, Ron from Palm Beach Pressing, talking about the CGC latest controversy of bending going on in the world of slabs.
Crazy stuff.
How's everything going on, Sticks?
Doing good here. Good, thank you.
Good. I'm glad you're here. Taladia, how's it going? It's been a while since you've been on.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. I've been busy as reacting and watching Cape Crusader, networking with Jared and Max and all this different stuff. And also, I've been waiting for All In and the Absolute Universe.
I was going to ask, did you watch All In? Did you? Because I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah, I did. Oh,
was it
All
good?
In was great. It was good.
Okay.
And Joe, what's going on with you besides being all sweaty and out of breath?
Hot and tired from doing housework.
I like Joe's profile picture, by the way.
Yes,
Dr. Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Dr. Girlfriend. Oh, I am Dr. Girlfriend.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I've only had 17 cigarettes today. Jimmy Badalitsky, how's it going, buddy? Hello, Bo. Welcome. Mama Bear.
Eddie.
Hello, boys. Latrell,
Hello,
what's
Mama
going
Bear.
on?
Hello, Mama.
Yes. And as this will be the last Sunday comic show of September, you know what that means? Giveaway time.
I got to go back to the chat.
No, nobody on the panel can win.
Oh, come on.
So, oh, crap. I forgot to set up the giveaway. So there will be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 books given away, and all I have to
August,
say,
not September.
well, August, the end of August. Sorry, I'm ahead of myself. I want my birthday to be here already.
I didn't even catch that. Good catch, Claudia. Call him out.
No, Mama Bear
Mama Bear got it.
Mama
Bear got it. Okay.
But all I have to say is one of the books that we'll be giving away tonight. It is a Dave Stevens cover.
Oh my.
Any Superman comics?
No Superman. Mostly Marvel. So if you want to be into the giveaway, please type "bend" in light of the CDC's controversy today. Type "bend" into the chat.
Yeah.
Bend like that. That's how you do it, guys.
Hey,
bend it like CGC.
Moneyball comic. Yes. Yes. Thank you for correcting me. If without the queen of the kingdom, I will be lost. Thank you, Mama Bear.
Queen of the Kingdom.
Yes, she is.
What are you? The new
the Queen of the North.
Are you the new what's it called?
She's the Queen of the Nerds.
No, not that. Are you the new Macho Man with Miss Elizabeth? Just saying.
Oh, Miss Elizabeth. Except I'm not gonna go crazy and do coke on stream and try to kill people.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dig it.
Snap it to a Slim Jim.
The cream rises to the top.
So you got any pickups? Anybody?
Oh, I got quite a double stack of pickups.
Cool. I'll start off. I went to my storage unit, and grabbed some of my DCUs out of storage because I want to possibly get 9/8 in a lot of my DCUs that are. So I pulled out a handful. I got about 60 books I'm going to send to CGC.
You know what they say.
If they resolve this issue. So let me see. Batman 533. Long-eared Batman.
That is so cool.
Superman 104.
Oh, the long hair mullet Superman.
Yes. Justice League 61 International. Of course, it's gonna. I forgot it's a green.
That's got a big hole in it. No, you can't use that one. It's got a hole in it.
I know. I'm gonna have to
Is that a used cover?
Send it back.
I don't know. It might be. That's when he was doing it.
I don't see his initials on the cover.
Is it by the barcode or where the barcode would be?
No.
No?
I'll have to check into that. You can check that, Sticks, please. Justice League International 61. Justice League International 60.
Oh, no.
Another hole.
Another hole.
Too many holes.
Having some Green Lantern issues.
Impulse, number 16.
Oh, okay.
Green Lantern 61. Of course, I pick all the Green Lantern books.
At least we know where he is on the cover.
64. Green Lantern.
Featuring Superman and
That
Flash,
actually looks cool.
Martian Manhunter
Green Lantern 65. A little Kyle Rayner.
with
and
Supergirl.
Yep. Not the real Supergirl. Green Lantern 66. I love the effect that this green screen gives to these comics, actually. And Green Lantern 67. And I will
Ooh.
reveal the first two books that will be given away tonight will be X-Men number 1, the Jim Lee wraparound.
Yeah, a little 91 goodness.
Deadpool number 10, Taco Time.
Duck.
And those will be the 2 of the 4 giveaways tonight. What do you got, Joe?
Oh, let's see. So from the first stack, we got this guy.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
I got some more
Hey.
Bruce Timm.
Oh,
Nice.
More Bruce Timm.
Nice.
Boy, but
Nice.
Bruce likes
Some,
holes.
some Darwin Cook.
I do love.
Some Amanda Connor.
Babs.
Some good
Babs.
books. Little Jenny Sparks. Two of the
like
books
that.
will be hopefully covering tonight.
Yes.
Actually
read all
nice
3 this
Suspiria cover on Star Trek Annual. Some Kickstarter stuff.
Stain. Okay.
I covered it up.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
My eyes.
Oh, she got 2 eggs there? What the fuck?
Yeah.
2 eggs.
And then
Right.
I discovered a box of unopened comics. Apparently, a box had come, and my wife had put it in the basement with some of our other stuff because she thought it was something else. And I found it today. So this is where my head was at in late March of this year.
Oh, it's like a little time capsule.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like,
Like
some of the books came up. I was like, oh, what was I thinking? Why did I get so many of them? But
Ooh,
the
Zorro.
Last of an Ocean.
All right. Yeah. You don't want that one. I'll take that one.
An Arctic's Punchline Swimsuit Special.
Nice.
Of course, Little So's Micah.
Power
Martha.
Las Muertas, yeah.
Little Hughes. Where's this Lobos? Is it Lobos or Hughes on this one?
It might be Lobos.
Lobos.
Yeah. A little more So's Micah.
I love that cover.
Sonia Mattis.
Mm.
Some Grimm Fairy Tales. Martha. Holmes and Houdini. One more Sonia Mattis. Little X-Men 97.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Very topical.
And just a fun Polaris cover.
That Momoko?
No, this was
Or the other.
No, it's not. It's not Momoko. It's God. Who the hell did this one? I forget who did this cover. I'd have to check. I don't know. So long ago, I forget. I do all those pre-orders so far in advance that I forget even when they come and I open them on time, I forget half the time what's in the box. So
Since we have some new viewers today, welcome Moneyball Comics, new to the chat. We have Meatwad, number 1. Welcome to the
Hey,
chat.
Meatwad. How you doing?
Meat Bridge.
And Crypto Herd, what's going on? Please like, subscribe, and comment in the chat. And if you're just getting here, please type "bend" into the chat to enter into the giveaway. And what's in the box? The
What's in the
Degrassi said.
box?
What's in the
What's
box?
What's in the box?
As in immortal words of Justin Timberlake, Dick and
I was thinking Brad Pitt.
Hey, it's Brian. It's
Hopefully Brian
Brian.
hops on later. So let's start off with our interview with a good guy, Ron, great presser. He discovered he brought light a issue going on with CGC cases where the CGC cases like this one, the NOL was causing the comic to bend and crease in the middle, turning a 9.8, 9.6, possibly to a 9.4, 9.2. And it seems that this has been going on since maybe before May. Wow. And CGC hasn't addressed this, hasn't taken the time to explain what's going on. You know, if you thought the Newton ring was bad, this is possibly a collector's nightmare trying to sell these books once they're graded and back. So without further ado, let's bring on Ron from Palm Beach Presser. Welcome. How are you?
Good evening, guys. Good to see you once again.
Welcome back, Ron.
Welcome
Thank
back.
you. Thank you.
I'm glad you're back.
Bruce, I love your background. I love the way it puts holes in your head when you show the books, too. Is my green screen okay?
Yep, perfect.
Yep.
Okay, good.
What am I?
It sounds like you're in a villa, mate.
I like it. I like it a lot. Green
We
screen.
know you live at a cabana. Stop it, Ron.
Yeah.
Six is looking for a job as a pool boy if you need one.
Yep.
I'm good with a skimmer.
You know, I
Pool
don't
boy
really
sticks.
like being on camera. Am I able to just put my logo up like Joe did?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm only
Sure.
joking. Go ahead.
I,
I will torment people with my mug.
I'm normally on camera, so.
If you've seen some of my panelists over the last 2 weeks, you're an improvement.
Oh,
Oh.
Whoa, what? Except for the lovely Mama
ouch to
Bear.
them.
She's a breath of fresh air on the channel always. Thank
What
you.
about Brian?
What about Brian?
Who's Brian? This Brian?
Yes.
Brian holds a special place in my heart. He knows. So tell us what's going on and
Yeah, what do
How
we
did
want to
you
talk
come
about
up-
tonight?
I guess we could start with your post you put up the other day and
Yeah.
bring it up.
I kicked over a hornet's nest, it seems like.
Yes, I was wondering when if there was a head out on you.
Not that I'm aware of yet. Who knows?
Oh.
I mean, CGC goes back to work on Monday.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like I have some protection now. I mean, Manu 99 Newsstand, Swaggle House posted about it today. Those guys have a ton more reach, and I am so happy that they are lending their voice to the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of a shield now.
So give us a rundown. Give us a rundown on the issue, how you came across it, and
Yeah,
where
apparently,
everything's kind of at right now.
you know, as Bruce had said, it seems that CGC learned about it in mid-May through a forum post. One of the administrators or moderators of the post quickly got involved and took, it came to their attention. And it may have been going on for quite a few months before that, from what I've ascertained. What basically is happening is, as Bruce said, the books seem to be squished a little bit in the case. Now, whether that is the inner well that's actually bent, or if there's some extra pressure being applied at the top and bottom ends that's causing bends, but you're seeing a lot of books, if you look at them from the side, where the top and bottom corners are touching the front of the well, and the middle of the book is touching the back of the outer case. And that could be fine. It might not be a problem, but on some books, in my opinion, it is because their spine may not be able to withstand that pressure. There could be inherent weaknesses in the spine, previous ticks, or ticks start somewhere. They start at some point. Every tick that's on a book got there somehow, some way in the past by some sort of handling. And it may just be the way the books are sitting over time. Sometimes you put them in your long boxes and they're not up straight. They're leaned back a little bit, and the backer boards can bend, and that may cause stress on those spines over time. So, in my opinion, and this is an uneducated opinion, there's a lot of opinions out there as to what is causing this, and really, only CGC. Well, we hope only CGC knows. Maybe they don't know yet, but they need to know soon. So that's basically the gist of what's going on. The quantity that it's happening to seems to be unknown, but I had gotten books back for myself at the end of last week, as well as Thursday of this past week, and I ran into quite a few books of my own that had that problem. That's not one of them.
So are they coming? They're coming back from CGC with a bend.
That is correct.
Already?
Yeah, and you're only talking about a book that's been encapsulated for 2 or 3 days. So if you go to the one post you had up, there were other photos there of some of the books that I had gotten. So, I monitored the forum. It was brought to my attention about 2 weeks ago, and honestly, I took it with a little bit of grain of salt because people, let's be honest, people on the CGC forum do tend to complain a lot.
Yeah,
and not all their complaints are valid. Complaints are valid.
Kind of what it's for.
Everybody tends to think they have a 9.8 sometimes, and that's not always the case. But I know the books that went out. I know that book from 2 weeks prior when it was pressed and it was flat and it was tickless. That is not how it went out. And the bow is evident if you look at it from the side. So
it's not a prior defect that was pressed out. It's a new defect.
I'm not even sure it was there prior to being pressed out. I don't recall the problems on that book particularly, but they are there now, and they were not there when it was shipped. And that there were 4 or 5 books that had in this submission of almost 50 books that have obvious problems that weren't existing in my own experience. So it got me very concerned. It got me concerned because if I sent customers' books out that I pressed and they got them back looking like that, it wouldn't reflect very well on my work. So I felt it necessary to inform my customers, and it has kind of snowballed since then over this past weekend.
I don't know if everybody remembers a few months ago when everyone was worried about sellers taking books out of cases and replacing them and sending them back. My theory has been, when that happened, CGC overreacted and changed the case. And because I used to be able to open a case with my fingernail, basically at that point. Now I had to do a custom. Had to get somebody to chisel down a screwdriver to a fine point and use a mallet to open these things now. It's a good, it's good for people that don't want their books tampered with, but at the same time, guys like us that press comic books, you're either going to cut your hand trying to get these things open, or you're going to ruin the book.
My concern is that people will conflate the two issues and start seeing books that have a 9.6 or a 9.8 with visible defects and start to think that they were swapped books versus, which has to suck for you, Ron, in your line of work, because
and I thought you were going to say you were going to be concerned that everybody that has a 9.6 book now or a 9.8 book that sees a tick on it is going to think they have a bent inner well, and that could be a problem for CGC. We're not trying to blow the problem that we're seeing out of proportion, and we're definitely not trying to. Well, I don't want to create problems for CGC. I want them to resolve it as quickly as possible so I can feel comfortable sending books to CGC and getting customers' books back already. A lot of my customers have indicated they're on hold.
So I could just see a lot of people in the secondary market conflating those two issues and seeing those as well. You're trying to sell me this 9.6 or 9.8, and I see visible defects on it that make me question whether it's a 9.6 or 9.8 because it has this bend and it possibly created a tick. It's not necessarily a book that was swapped or anything like that. So.
Right. And it's certainly going to cause questions to the quality of the grade. You know, if there were 9, you know, as I'm looking at that picture now, I see another tick up in the
And-
price box that I didn't previously notice in the
Oh,
book.
right here.
Yeah.
And-
right there.
And
But
I
it's
think
9.8.
Yeah, right around
I think
the
that's where CGC is going to have issue is if the grade starts getting questioned, they're going to start getting questioned, and then their validity goes down more. So
Nobody seems to walk away from CGC though, no matter how many issues or
Yeah,
much
that
drama
seems to
there
be
is
the
with
case.
CGC. Nobody seems
True.
to want to walk away. Nobody seems to really want to go over to CBCS. I don't
I
know what
commented
PGA
to-
will do once that all starts up.
Oh, yeah.
And
I commented
I-
to somebody who texted me
Or sorry,
today
PSA.
that we as collectors we seem to have battered wife syndrome. we just
It's
we
true.
just keep going back to the abuser possibly.
yeah, it's true. No matter what's happened, people still seem to hold CGC as the
I regard
premium grader for comics.
might be more of a Stockholm syndrome, but
I don't particularly care which grading company I use, but as the market has dictated, CGC is the more preferred case and grading company. And
Yep.
and with was it 2 years ago when CBCS decided they were moving facilities, they decided to tell their workers, here, take these books home and grade them. They lost a lot of customers with that, and their confidence in CBCS dropped. And this is probably worse than that.
This is a shame, yeah, because there, in a lot of cases there are damages being introduced to books that were not there before. So,
Yep.
If that case is doing that, you don't want to send your book somewhere where it's going to get damaged.
I don't even know how. I don't even know how this issue gets resolved. I mean, other than fixing the case so it doesn't do it for future books, I don't know how you resolve the issues of what has occurred
Yeah.
based on this defect. Because what? Sure, they can credit you back the cost of grading, but that doesn't change the fact that maybe you had a $300 book that now has ticks in it and it's down a grade or so
Mhm.
because of those ticks, and that could, in some cases, that could mean a few $100.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they might want to give. Well,
Go-
I don't know if it's our position to really give CGC advice on how to handle that, but one thing that they may, and I hope they consider doing, is extending the mechanical error window for getting books that are misgraded now back, because this has caused a lot of customers that I have when I alerted them to it to go through look through past books over the last couple of months. That a lot of people get those books back and go, great 9.8. They don't look at it that closely. They might want to just resell it or whatever. So
Mhm.
they're seeing the bent inner wells, not always seeing damages to the spine, but
Um,
2 weeks have
With time.
long gone by
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
contact, according to CGC's policies, to rectify that situation. And it's not in their long-term interest to have books in 9.8 cases that display as badly as a 9.2, 9.4.
Everyone that knows me knows I submit a ton of books.
He does.
And I know I have to do it. I have to go through my boxes and look and check to see if any of the books that were graded has this problem. I just grabbed 2 books from one of the last submissions that I got from CGC that Ron did. No. So originally it was Batman #1, a newsstand. I got last year, and Ron pressed it, cleaned it for me, and submitted for me. And it came back a 9.6. And I'm looking at this, and I don't see anything. I'm hoping, but I don't know if I can show this. Let me just take this off the bag. Maybe that'll help. It is a little. God damn it. Let's see.
Yeah, it's hard to see because your back
Yeah.
your back screen is
the green
messing
Yeah,
with
I
it.
know.
throws it off.
But I can see that the well is it's
Got a little
the sides
curvature
is
to it?
touching. Yes, has the curvature.
And the problem is you could have curvature and still have no damage on it, but over
Yeah,
time that stress.
but there's no damage. So I will say that. And then also, what's the other one? I had a Supergirl and Legion of Superheroes, 9/4. Ron cleaned and pressed, and it came back a 9/6. And this one doesn't have the curvature.
That's great.
So
It's hard to find them without curvatures at this point in time, from what I have seen in my own profession.
So it seems this one, yes, this one's laying flat, as I can see.
Will it move within the case? You know, if you hold that upside down, will it shift to the front? You know, will the inner well shift to the front well, or is it tight in there?
Is there any give in there? That's what he's asking, Bruce.
There's a little give.
Great.
It's not much. From side to side, it is. Up and down, no.
Well, even side to side, you got to have a little room top and bottom
Yeah.
for it to make that movement from side to side.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Let me see if
that's a good sign.
maybe the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot more give on the Supergirl than there is on the Batman. So
It would be nice if they made some type of public statement.
Well, they did today.
Agreed.
oh, they did.
They did. I don't have it up, but if you go to the forum that talks about this problem, somebody did put it up there. And you know, the good news is this caused a little bit. It got heated up this weekend, no doubt about it. My Instagram post got more views than followers that I had, which is great, and it was shared a lot. And I spoke with a few other people in the comic book industry. We did a couple of interviews on streams like this, and it's so people are now aware of it. And Swaggle House this afternoon posted about it as well. And he reached out to CGC. I think he has a Sunday phone number for some people over there, and they did provide a statement. So are you trying to pull it up, or you want me to just try to summarize what
I'm looking for it now. Oh, I found it.
Go
Right
to
here.
the last page, yeah.
Yes. Let me see. Let me just bring this up.
So there is hopefully a light coming at the end of this tunnel. There was some good news from this statement, but in my opinion, there was also some concerning sentences.
Let me read this. We take any concerns about the quality and integrity of our holders seriously. We are aware of the reports that some inner wells exhibit a curve, and while we have not seen any impact to the conditions of the books, customers should contact us with any examples that they may have. We are currently trying to replicate the issue to understand how it occurs and how it can be prevented in the future. We will follow up once we have more details.
It's a wonderful lawyerly statement.
Yeah, it is.
And it's a statement, though. So
It is.
It's the start of the process. I think, well, as of just an hour or so before I got on the stream, I think Swaggle House posts about this, which he did mention me, and God, I appreciate that. But he had over 2,000 views on it already, which is much more reach than I possibly had on my own. So, and not that I'm trying to, get it out there, but the customers, the people that are submitting, need to know about it so they can make an educated decision on if it's appropriate for them to submit at this time. Are they able to? Do they want to possibly take on this headache with books coming back damaged? So the concerning parts of that statement, though, are it's been documented for several months in that forum post, which is about 50 pages long.
Yeah.
So they're saying they're not seeing evidence of damage still in that that statement as well. So that's a little bit concerning, but
It is.
I think the voices that are getting lent to this problem now will likely result in some further action or some further expediency on CGC's part to resolve it. Too many people are now saying they are on hold.
Yeah, I see.
There was my threat, huh? Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was above that.
Where is it? Oh, right here. No, it's
Here.
being that you've been so vocal about this and you shed a light on this, because a lot of people didn't know about this until you made this post, and you voluntarily sent out emails to all your customers, giving them notice of this and giving them the option to hold off and not grade press the books. Are you worried that maybe CGC will, I don't know, flag your name when you submit books?
I don't know if I worry about that so much
Okay.
as I don't want to say anything that's inappropriate for
Yes.
the situation. That would worry me more, and that is something I am concerned about, and having something to say about this. That would be more so my concern. Why, you think I'm going to get worse grades?
No.
Honestly, I don't think anybody.
It was a little joke.
I know.
CGC is a business like any other business, and
I don't believe anybody at CGC ever heard of me before this past weekend. The people in receiving might recognize the way I package books possibly and go, oh, this guy, these books again. Because, I basically I send customer books way more than I send my books. I mean, I've only done one submission since last August. And
are you wrapping your books in palm leaves? That's why
I have a very unique method of wrapping books.
Stuffed inside an alligator, and
they might recognize my handwriting because there's books going from my address every day.
Okay.
Here's an example of the curve. If you could see it,
I can see it.
Yeah. I mean, I understand their statement in not taking any responsibility, because I'm sure they were told legally don't just like anything like that, any business, don't accept responsibility for anything and say you did something wrong, because then you open yourself up to liability. But it's a very disingenuous statement in my mind that, oh, we haven't seen this and we're trying to replicate it. There's a lot of people that are noticing this now. So I refuse to believe that within their quality control, nobody down there has seen this before.
It looks, I mean, if you look at it from the side, it looks like there's like an extra of plastic at the top. I don't know. That doesn't show the bottom, but that's kind of pushing up on the ends.
I will say this, looking at the case, it's like, if you look at one of the new cases, because there are new cases,
but
you can see the new sealing method.
The top case, the top portion of the case overlaps the bottom. That wasn't the case before. It's like it slides into place and then it's sealed. It wasn't like that before. It was, sealed mostly with
it was all one
four corners. Yes,
it was all one unit.
So I'm guessing they probably didn't change the inner well, but changed the inner holder, but changed the slab.
Perhaps. There's quite a bit of speculation as to the cause, but it's really not in our position to say.
Well, I mean, hopefully they make some clarifications. That would be nice.
Well, the other concerning thing about the statement was they don't seem to be at the point of a solution.
No, and the whole
they're still in an investigative.
Install us personally and take care of
it. Yeah, according to the statement, they're still investigating the cause. So until you know the cause, you don't know the solution, and how long does it take to, implement that solution?
And this thread seems to go back around May, and I'm pretty sure, knowing the comic book community.
Here
we go. Here's your post.
Look at that. I recognize that book. Yeah, I posted on there once as well at the time.
I mean, you can see those.
I'm pretty, being as you probably noticed through social media and watching YouTube, the comic community is a very vocal community when they're dissatisfied or felt slighted in any way. I'm pretty sure they receive a lot of phone calls, and I'm just sad that they haven't resolved this. Or is it like 3 months later? It's still going on.
Yeah. As am I, because it's affecting me at this time. I expect my workload to diminish considerably due to it.
Yeah, I'm more disappointed if books are still coming out that way now. Because if they've known about it, they could have at least researched it back then and stopped doing whatever was possibly causing that problem or done something, as opposed to just business as usual.
I have I should receive 4 books from CGC tomorrow. That was pressed by Ron, and I will let you know tomorrow night on Monday Madness.
Excellent.
And who knows? Maybe they have actually resolved the issue internally, and they do know what it is, and they fixed it, and things are fine now for new stuff coming out. But you still have an issue of those books had the issue.
I will be the test case. but
not the first time for you.
I'm optimistic as well, Joe, but I'm not that optimistic.
Yeah. I'm trying to not be too much of a Debbie Downer about it.
Wednesday.
Because I'm sure there'll be several rage streams about it over the next week or so. So I'm trying to be somewhat optimistic. I am disappointed with that statement, but I understand legally why they made that statement. So,
but at the same time, I have 25 graded boxes back there. The worst problem I've ever had was a new earring and maybe them not labeling a comic correctly and me having to send it back for mechanical error. They send it back in a month.
Yeah, I never cared about Newton rings. It
doesn't matter. 99% of the time, CGC has been a great company for grading, and I'm hopefully I have faith in them that they're going to resolve this issue. And we have a comment from Moneyball. I submitted a customer support ticket this weekend regarding books they've slabbed for me since May 2024. I'll share the response when it's received. Thank you. So if anybody's submitted books to CGC and you're expecting them back, or you call CGC, please hit up Ron on Instagram, Palm Beach Presser, or hit me up on Kingdom of Nerds on Instagram and let us know. Lord of BK. Bruce will send me a box of your slab comics so I can inspect them.
Yeah, you gotta never see those back.
By the way, Ron looks great. Yes, he does. Well tanned.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Looking great. Florida weather does people well down there, I guess.
It's about 110 degrees.
and 110% humidity.
It's like 55 degrees here, I think.
Pretty close.
As you can see, this is a 9.8, and then you have the dent up the little crease here, then by the staple up by the 316, and then beautiful ASM 607 9.8. We got that right there.
That's a killer break.
See, CGC 316 just said they warped your book.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, this is most of the other problems were pretty specific. But this one has such weird downstream consequences.
That's a cardstock cover, and honestly, it graded higher than I expected because there was some stains, very minor stains to the back, but there was it didn't reflect the light properly. You could see some scuffing type blemishes on it. So I was surprised. I was actually expecting a 9.4, but it doesn't present as a 9.6 now for sure.
Oh.
And unfortunately, that is permanent damage. I mean, the way the light facets off it can be corrected with a press, but there's a texture change there because it's a cardstock cover. I call it veining, and once those veins occur, they are permanent.
Yep, the material.
Yeah, that's the issue, though. It affects your business because people are going to be less likely to send things to CGC if they know there's issues, so they're less likely to be getting things pressed. Hey, get your books pressed just for your PC. You don't have to submit them. Maybe you just want your books to look good. You can keep them raw and still get them pressed.
That's right. Thank you.
Yes.
Let's do that.
What was the grade on this Tank Girl?
It was a 9.4. And that book is actually, it was shipped back to CGC for this problem. Mm-hmm. I had decided, I reached out to them. The grade is not awful as a 9.4, but if you look at the original photos, even on CGC's high resolution images when they encapsulated it, there was one spine break tick on the book. Now there's clearly 3, and there's light faceting in multiple directions. So it has changed since that time, and I sent it in under that. Honestly, I called them originally because there was another book in the submission that was damaged in encapsulation.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was pinched at the top right corner. It wasn't a spine related problem. It was more of a one-off quality control problem. Perhaps the book got jammed in, shifted possibly, but it damaged the top right corner pretty badly, and it was a unlimited value book. So I didn't want to crack it again and correct the problem. I'm not sure it could be fully corrected. It was an 8.0 giant size X-Men 1, so it was an expensive book to grade, and the damage to the right corner was not there in their photos after they encapsulated it, but it's pretty significant now. So they wanted to take that back and address it, which I would have loved to address it myself. I trust my own pressing a little more, but I also don't want to pay over $200 to get it regraded. So
right.
And it seems that all these your books included and pictures of books that people have been putting up, it's obviously a problem because it's all in the same spot. Look, oh my God, 9.8 Edge of Spider-Verse 2, look right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not like it's occurring on different spots of the book. It's around the same area. There's somebody 9.8 of first Doomsday.
And it's just the thicket of the spine, right? It's not on the other side.
Well, I can't speak for every case. It's gonna vary. But normally, if it's going to bend with the center of the book getting pushed down, the ticks are going to show up in the front because that's where the pages are getting jammed together. It's kind of like when you fold a piece of paper over, you're going to see that fold on the inside more than the outside.
Do I have a book to test to bend
that you want to fold on? Go for it.
No, I'm not going to do it. Do I have a Wolverine book? See less character Wolverine. But it's hopefully this is addressed because once it's in that case and some of this damage can be permanent, especially for cardstock and the thicker covers that DC uses nowadays.
And like I said, this issue has weird downstream consequences because it's not just like, oh, maybe I'll hold off and get my books graded because I worry about CGC, but the people that have these books now have to worry about, okay, I now have defects that didn't exist before in a book. Mm-hmm. It's encapsulated and it says 9.8, so I could say it's a 9.8, but I think we all know not all 9.8s are equal when you're looking at slabs and looking to buy something. And if you see visible ticks on there and it says 9.8, you're going to be like, maybe I'll wait and find one that presents a little better.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're correct. And another thing, a lot of the speculators who buy these 9.4s and 9.6s are going to see a lot of books with those type damages thinking, oh, that could be pressed out and possibly get a grade increase.
Yes.
But honestly, the correct grade might be that 9.4 that was on there, and you're just hoping to bring it back to that 9.4 condition because it was graded before those defects were introduced.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So you might send in that 9.4, repress it, send in that 9.4, and get a 9.0.
A struggle that I have with some of the books that were damaged that came back was there were damages there that it even if it's flattened out, will it get returned in another slightly bent well where those defects come right back. But also, is it worthy of a 9.8 with a color breaking tick now, or 3 as opposed to 1? So there's a question of the grade. Will I get the grade integrity anyway? Did I lose at this proposition going because of the damage? So I think a lot of people are going to make that weighted judgment of, do I keep it like it is, or do I ask CGC to press it? And in my case, the customer service rep was very friendly. He acknowledged the problem with the X-Men. He was a little bit more, let's say, careful regarding the spine bowing issue that I mentioned. But he did say I can send back any books that I wanted to under that label, and the team would evaluate them.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the first post for this thread was May 14th. This guy got back eight boxes of books, opened 4, and all the slabs seem to have warped inner wells where they are concave in middle. Like I'm sure many of you have been with backing boards. So since the inner well is bent, it's bent in my book inside, which is a lot which is of course putting stress on the spine. I've looked through a bunch of older slabs and they don't have the problem. Is anyone else seeing this? And then it just goes on from this. He shows.
Yeah, then people start looking at their books and
yeah. You know, it's just,
like Ron says, sometimes you get the books back and you just go, yeah, I got a 9.8, and you put it in your box in the back like Brucifer. And
how many people are doing volume? For a lot of those exclusive stuff like that, you can buy 9.8s.
Yeah.
Out of the gate, and they're getting back a stack. They come back as 9.8s. They're probably not looking at them. They're just
here we go. We have a CGC administrator on May 15th. CGC identified a batch of NOLs that were warped and removed from production, but appears that these got through. Please send the affected books back via mechanical error, and they'll be taken care of. So they've known about this issue since May 15th.
You are correct. You are correct. And the responses from CGC throughout this thread become less frequent, and eventually the response is contact customer service with photos of your issue and it will be dealt with. So they seem to be trying to just deal with it on a case-by-case basis, which may very well be appropriate, but the information's not really out there that this is something people should be on the lookout for.
Yes.
Well, at least it has not been since the past weekend, at least.
You know, I just wish that CGC would send an email to customers letting them know this is a possibility.
Well, they're not going to admit liability publicly in print. They
don't want like the public to be like, oh, well, you bent our book, so you now owe us X amount of money for this.
Yeah, if anything, they're going to claim mechanical error, like they're already saying. And I mean, I don't submit anything, but I'll ask Ron and you, Bruce, and Joe.
Yes.
You guys submit. Do they offer insurance when you submit?
Yes.
So the best, do they? Because the best of my knowledge, you
not really, but
you click the box that you acknowledge that damage can happen to your books.
Yes.
So it's much like the situation I'm in. I ask customers to sign a waiver also because I'm handling their books and accidents can happen. But you do what you can to make it right at the same time if something does happen.
Right.
Yeah, you can insure whatever value you picking that box. Yeah. I've never had them damage a book, so I wouldn't know if that the waiver you agree to when you submit your books, does that cancel out whatever damage?
I think it's more widespread. Loss, theft of the book, loss of the book,
right?
Destruction of the book. Okay. I'm not sure it's really. You do acknowledge a waiver that problems can happen, especially whether it's encapsulating or pressing them. You're handling the book, you're subjecting it to some sort of treatment, and stuff can happen on occasion. Not to me, of course.
Yeah. So, does anybody have any more questions for Ron?
It'd be interesting to see what if they come out with a more detailed response, actually addressing it. Like I said, I'm very disappointed in the we haven't been able to replicate that. Which truthfully, if it, as it was mentioned back in May, if it was an inner well issue where they got warped inner wells and they swapped those out, then I don't know.
Yeah, it shouldn't exist anymore then if that's the case.
Right. If they've done
so I can see how it would be hard to replicate if they knew that there was a problem and they fixed it. And of course, they're not going to be able to replicate it. But
yeah, I suspect they misevaluated the problem at the time. They may very well have had warped inner wells, but I think the underlying issue is a little bit more wide scale.
So have you noticed that when you get them back from CGC, that the book is already warped, or does it take a few days or a week? If you
no, as soon as I pulled them out of the box, it was evident, and they were graded probably 2-3 days prior to that. So no, it was rather quickly. Who knows? Whether they're going to get worse over time, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, that's the problem. You don't know whether you could look at it; it could be warped, but the stress hasn't necessarily caused a defect yet.
Yeah,
Possible.
Yeah, and we can see here on July 16th, they said, going forward, please contact our customer service team, and they will assist you with this.
I have a feeling CGC Mike was slapped on the hand when he said it was the inner well issue.
And unfortunately, that's 60 days after the initial, evaluation or notification.
Right every day. That question will never be answered because
well, PGX slabs never.
No. I do like
he might have meant PSA.
No, PGX slabs.
Yeah, but he might have meant the future.
Oh, that's right.
PSA.
They're going to start doing their slabs.
Those are hideous slabs, though. They're so hideous.
They have.
I mean, I know looks just like the cards, but
they've made some changes from what I understand. I was on an interview the other night with Manu 99 Newsstand, and he apparently has had contact with PSA, and he reported that they have taken people's input and they are shrinking down the size of the slab to match the size of the CGC and CBS slab, and they have slightly reduced the weight from their prototype. However, I do think the labels are going to stay in line with what they put on cards.
I mean, I appreciate that they kind of did it. They kind of did a soft launch before actually really launching, and having those slabs out there for people to see and gather input was probably pretty smart for them to be able to refactor some of those things before actually launching. So.
And for people that's just tuning in now and just watching now, Ron is in Florida, so it takes like a day to get his books back from CGC. There's not like is a week going by between shipping and him receiving the books. So
Ron just uses their drive-through window. So.
I don't actually.
Drive-through window.
It's about a 4-hour drive or so. I would venture, and I don't think they want me showing up. But that is my secret sauce. The 110% humidity does help in pressing books, apparently.
Yeah, don't have to cook them as long.
Leave them outside on the sidewalk. We'll be done in a minute.
I don't think I've ever seen or held a PGX slab. At least I don't recall.
I see them a lot of times. I'll be like, because I collect a lot of Golden Age stuff. You'll see Golden Age sometimes that's slabbed in a PGX, and just like.
I've seen an EGX slab. Was it EGX?
EGS.
EGS.
Yeah, those. Well,
over
Renovision, we subbed some books in there just to see how they came back, and some of the remarks that came back were a little questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corner scuffing.
Corner scuffing. There's some interesting lexicon in some of the remarks that came back.
Yeah.
Mama Bear says at 110 humidity, I'd be pretty pressed too. Any closing words you want to say, Ron? About
No,
this,
I'd like to thank you for inviting me to come on and speak about it a little bit more. I mean, I think it's the key is to get CGC to address it as quickly as possible, at least in my mind. I would like to see submissions continue to come in. I don't expect the frequency of submissions to come in now that this is more widespreadly known. So that's my hope and prayer that they address it as quickly as possible. And I think we are making some steps forward in that occurring.
Do you submit to CBCS, Ron?
I will. Very few customers choose to, so I don't really direct them. I'm happy to ship. I ship directly back to the customer sometimes, but I'd say 90% of the books that I do ship out, customers want them to go to CGC. So they do.
Which again, it's understandable. It seems to carry the premium in the secondary market.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I can't thank you enough, gentlemen. I'd like to thank you for having me on. So
no problem.
It's been a pleasure.
Good to see you return, Ron.
Good seeing you again.
Good to see you return.
And anybody interested in his Instagram or his services, you can the link is in the chat. Please
beachpresser.com.
Yep. And thank you for coming on. And we'll stay in touch, and I'll have you back on with any future updates about this issue, if that's okay with you.
Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Nice meeting
you, Ron. Take care.
All right, take care.
Bye, Ron.
Bye.
Awesome. Yeah.
That was a very good discussion, I gotta say. I'm learning a lot about comic book grading and the way things are handled.
Yeah, it's a big,
it's a wild world.
Money issue. Collectors and it's
people send big money books, and you have to understand when you're sending big money books to pay to get graded, you're not paying a flat fee for big money books. You're paying on the value of the book.
Value, yeah.
So, I mean, it would make me very angry if I was sending large dollar books down there, paying large amounts of money to get graded, and somehow they're getting defects after the fact.
Yeah. And I think I said this last time. I had a buddy who submitted a book. He said it was going to be a certain grade. They came back saying it's a higher grade, so they had to bump up what he owed.
And there's a you receive a 9698 from a presser, reliable presser, good presser, and it comes back a 98 from CGC, and then you notice that this issue is happening. No one is going to want to buy a 98 book with a huge issue with a dent in it, and
very few. Yeah.
And it's and as everyone knows, a dent like that it could cause you to go from a $400 book to a $1,200 book or more, depending on the book.
I think my issue with the whole thing really is that it took so long for someone to come forward and put light to the community on it. And it's been in this forum for 4 months before this. Why didn't anyone say anything? Because they thought maybe CGC was taking care of it?
I don't know.
I don't disagree with Ride Everyday Photos. I personally have no problem with CBCS. I know some people do, some people don't. The problem has always been just kind of on that secondary matter. Like for my personal, I have a lot of Golden Age stuff that's CBCS, and I'm fine with that. It's encapsulated, it's graded, and it's for my PC. I'm not selling it on the secondary market. I don't care. But on the secondary market, for some reason, CGC still carries that premium. And it's unfortunate. I mean, I don't know. Every time CGC screws up something, CBCS seems to step on their own dick and not be able to take advantage of it for some reason.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, because at the whole time of what was it, the cracking of cases, and people were starting to submit their books to CBCS more. Then all of a sudden they raise their prices, and the wait times become a month and a half. And, CGC is still what 10 to 20 days, and I have I submitted a book with 6 signature
Authentication.
yes, that. And it's
Ooh.
been it's
Hey,
coming
bro.
back in a month. It's already in
Just
grading.
get out of the shower, Brian.
Hey, Brian, welcome, buddy.
About an hour ago.
Yeah, it could be a very detrimental problem for people that flip and sell books. You know, I hardly sell
That's-
books.
That's where
You know,
your problem's going to lie with
Yeah.
your resellers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't really submit. I buy graded books, and I put things on my watch list, and I wait long periods of time to get bigger books, so I find the right price. I mean, there's some that I wish I would submit and grade, but I'm too damn lazy to do it. Number one.
Yeah, just bring
have
it.
no desire to
Just
do
send them to me, and we'll you can walk right into Baltimore and grade them on the spot.
I think I'm probably
yeah, yeah.
I think
I
I'm prob-
mean,
Go on.
Go ahead.
I was, because I mean, I have a graded Hawkman 4, but I also have a raw Hawkman 4 that, with a little cleanup, it could probably get a possibly higher grade than my graded copy. And
Oh, nice.
it's a good book, but I don't want to fool with it. I don't want to pay the money. I don't want to have it screwed up. I don't want to. It's a pain.
So
Yeah,
what I was gonna say was I'm thinking about getting 2 #1 issues of Absolute Superman, and I'm thinking about because one variant cover, which is the Jim Lee one, and one normal version. I'm thinking about doing that. Do you think that's a good idea, guys?
I don't ask me because I'll buy every cover.
Yeah,
That's just me.
Are you asking whether or not it's a good idea to slab it, Claudia?
Yeah,
For
one of them
for
would be
yourself?
one of them would be slabbed, and one of them
One
would
to
be-
read. One to
and
read.
one to read. Yeah.
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 That's the way to go, really.
Yeah.
If you really like that cover and you want to read the book, yeah, have one slabbed and one to
Where
read.
do you get those soft slabs from, Sticks? Don't you get the soft slabs?
So the soft I don't even know where mine are. So the soft slabs I bought off of Whatnot, but what they are direct submission from the publisher to this grading company, and they put them in that soft slab.
Yeah, so it's
That's
not
the
a
only-
full
that's the only
hard
way you can do it.
encapsulation, but
It's the only way they'll do it is if it comes straight from the publisher. You can't.
okay.
You as a customer can't just call them up and say, "Hey, I want to."
but it's not a hard plastic slab.
Nope,
but
it's like a
but
floppy.
but it's better than bagged and boarded.
Correct.
It's a
Okay.
nice in between solution.
I'll have to look into that. Sticks.
And-
Thanks for-
If that's something you're interested, I can talk to my guy and see if he can get one for you.
Yeah.
Say
Yeah.
this is what he's interested in, and he'd want one of the soft slab ones. If you get one, or can get one, yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. Like I'll have to.
I wish I had him out to show him. I don't know where I set him. I've been moving things around lately, so
Yeah.
Well, the other thing
I don't.
is,
I don't need to move around or anything just to try and find.
no. I was thinking maybe it was up here on my shelving, but I don't see.
the
it.
other thing is, if it's not a ratio cover,
Oh, here they are. Here they are.
and
there you go.
you're willing to wait a little bit of time,
Want to throw me up on
For-
the bigger screen there, Bruce?
You
So
are.
this is what they look like.
Oh,
It's not really
yeah.
graded, but it's it's encapsulated, and it's like it kind of looks like probably what maybe the inner well looks like. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that looks really cool. I might have to do
do
that
I
with
have
one.
one
You know?
in a well
one of the
out
comics.
somewhere?
I can. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Nice.
do what you showed me with the Jim Lee cover.
This is
For
what
the episode.
I got both of them together, but this is the one I wanted because of the Yoda.
Yeah, I'm gonna when I get the Jim Lee one, that's the one I'm gonna put in the pocket or whatnot, right? What you've got,
Mhm.
and then the
Yeah.
other one I read normally.
and again, what you could do a lot of times, most people will slab a lot of this stuff.
You know, and it tells you on the back. It's got some great stuff on there. Tells you what the writer is. It's got a lot of information on it.
Ooh, now that
But if you just wait, like if you buy one and just wait a couple months, 9/8 will pop up for a lot of these books.
Oh,
Dirt
yeah,
cheap
you're-
on eBay.
People will be
Already.
submitting these.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And if that cover is a store exclusive or whatever, I don't know which cover it is you're speaking of, Claudia, but
the Jim Lee
that company they'll be already submitting.
I have it on the slides. We're going to talk about those covers later.
So,
But yeah, I mean, I bought slabs for $4 off of eBay before.
Yeah.
You know, if you catch it at the right
So,
time.
yeah.
So, just in
Nice.
case anybody was wondering what's inside,
Did you have a well there?
what's inside these cases, if
The
people,
inner well.
people have never seen, the inner well actually looks like this.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's
Mylar
similar.
sleeve,
So
thick
similar.
Mylar sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can see, it wants to bend for some reason.
very, very thin.
Yeah,
it's-
Yeah, well, it's only supposed to sit in between the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I had to take
I've
this
had
out.
people ship me books in those before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, yes, this is a DCU. I got like 5 of these things now. So let's get going with the show. I think we should start the show.
Yeah, why not?
Weekend.
But before that, might as well give away a book.
Giveaway.
We got 14 entries. We got 17 people watching. So
Run it.
the first
Have
book
fun.
up.
Oh, damn it. I came into the damn stream. Let me get out. Let me get out. It's just the first
Don't worry,
thing
don't
we-
worry. I've already
Damn
introduced
it.
you.
All right, the
'Cause
first book
I had a
up will
chance to
be
win. Son of a bitch.
Deadpool. The
Deadpool.
Deadpool
Oh, man. I want
Tackle
Deadpool.
Time 2 Hard Shell Edition.
I want Deadpool.
And the first person to win,
Is me.
let's go.
I'm not counting it because I showed up late.
You're in
Let's
that.
Tardiness.
go.
My tardiness is.
And the winner is Meat
Me
Wad
one.
number
All right, me
one.
one. Good job.
That's my
well
popsicle.
Meat Wad,
The city
are
of
you here?
Pittsburgh for finally inducting a true.
He was
true
here
hero into
earlier.
the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no.
Barry Bonds.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I don't know. I watched as a lifelong Pirates fan and former employee. I watched.
Absolutely. I've been a lifelong Giants fan, so
Yeah.
Barry Bonds built my stadium. I make
there
no
we
bones
are.
about it.
I had
Meat
skinny
There you go.
Wad.
Good job, me one.
We had him
Please,
for a few years.
Hit me up on Instagram at
Kingdom of Nerds.
Kingdom of Nerds
I forgot your name.
_. Do you have
Yes, I think he does.
Okay, so hit me up on Instagram. I'll look
All right,
forward
man.
to
Way to go. Way
Yeah.
to win.
you contacting me. What happened with Bonds?
Oh, he got inducted into the Pittsburgh Pirates Hall of Fame. Which is cool. 'Cause I've always been a fan.
Probably the only Hall of Fame he'll get.
All right.
Yeah.
So
He's in the Giants one too. Smart ass.
so after this, a little bit into the show, we will be giving away the X-Men #1. That'll be the next book up for giveaway.
Hold on.
I'm gonna have to get out of the stream for that one.
All right. First up,
Epic.
so Josh Gad confirms he is writing the
No.
script for Spaceballs
No.
2.
No.
Oh
No.
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 Oh no.
Absolutely
No.
not. Just no.
There's no need for be a Spaceball
So you
2.
got that video of Tracy Morgan just saying no a bunch of times? Hell no. No.
I don't find Josh Gad overly funny. Sure, shit ain't Mel
looking
Brooks.
maybe, but that's neither here nor there.
I don't care about this.
That
I don't know,
sums it up.
If Spaceballs 2 would have been made shortly after the first one, maybe. And what is Sticks holding up? Barry Bonds rookie card?
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, there you go. I got
Nice.
the tops one.
Oh, that's hella cool.
The greatest baseball player of all time is not in the Hall of Fame. A damn joke.
Who?
Facts.
Pete Rose?
Oh, that too.
Oh,
Shoeless Joe Jackson?
how many
Shoeless Joe's in the
assholes
Hall
on
of
this
Fame.
ship?
Posthumously.
I don't know. This is just
You ever watch 8 Men Out or whatever?
No.
That classic film.
Yeah, Shoeless Jackson
Oh, yeah.
was a huge
Yeah.
asshole.
Is this something you guys will watch?
Oh,
No. I will not watch it, nor do I care to. There's some things belong where they were, when they were, end of story. They don't need to be rebooted. They don't need a sequel. I mean, number one, Rick Moranis not acting anymore. Mel Brooks is 100 years old.
So
John
Bill
Candy's
Pullman.
dead.
Yep.
Daphne
he's up there in
Zawanga.
years.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, you can put her in there, I guess.
Where is she anyway?
Yeah, what's she been doing?
Probably doing
Well,
Lifetime movies. I'm
yeah.
guessing that's
She was in,
tends to be the Meredith Baxter Bernie route of the way to go.
Meredith Baxter Bernie.
Well, no, she was a little better than Meredith Baxter Bird. She did like CBS shows, okay? CBS tier. Like, wasn't she on like NCIS or one of those JAG shows or something like that? Like
Okay.
I don't
military
think so.
courtroom
I don't
shows.
know.
I don't know.
But no, like, it was like One Tree Hill or something like that. There you go.
Ooh.
That's what I think it was. That's a deep cut. Anywho,
Oh, I remember my One Tree Hill.
going back to the
One Tree
CW.
Hill. I have
Yeah,
never
baby.
watched One Tree Hill. Sorry.
Really? That wasn't your thing?
No.
Come on.
You're like, no, they canceled Buffy. I'm out.
Was it
Uh,
was One Tree Hill before the switch over from WB to CW?
I think it was during.
Yeah, I think it was
Because-
during.
think
WB
I
had all the best stuff, and then it switched
I
over to
watched all the
CW.
anime on CW. I watched Buffy. I watched Angel. I watched
I watched Roswell.
Charmed.
Roswell was a great show. I watched Charmed, of course, Supernatural.
And of course, Supernatural, the best show ever made. Thank you very much. Winchester's for life. But I don't know.
I'm still pissed they canceled that prequel series, Winchester.
I liked it.
It needs some time to cook. They
Yeah,
didn't
but
give it
I
the
don't.
time.
I don't think it fit what
new
CW,
owners?
the direction CW was going.
You mean
No.
down the shitter? Because that's where CW went.
Well, they got bought, didn't they? Was that when they got bought?
Drawing.
Yeah. It was in a state of flux.
Oh, the 100 was amazing.
No, see,
Yeah,
okay,
from is
100?
From is a lot like Lost in the sense of it's a frustrating show to watch. Figure
Mhm.
drawing just mentioned From. I like the show a lot, but it always seems to just create more questions and never answer questions, which becomes very frustrating after a while.
All right.
But it is a very good show. It's fun to watch.
So here's my pushed up glasses opinion about Spaceballs 2. Had they done Spaceballs 2, A Search for More Money, around the time The Force Awakens had come out, it would have been good. The reason being is because these parody movies tend to do a little better when they're riding the coattails of the genuine artifact. So like when all those movies like Scary Movie and Epic Movie and all those other crap movies came out was when all those movies were doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if it wasn't for Scream, we wouldn't have Scary Movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I think you have to have Star Wars that people are talking about and then do this.
Yeah, it helps to have a frame of reference. You can't have a Hot Shots Part 2 without Top Gun.
I forgot about
And
that.
Rambo.
Naked Gun.
Yeah.
The
You
Naked
need
Gun movies.
It definitely helps to have some frame reference. I mean, granted, Star
Mhm.
Wars in and of itself is a big enough property, but I don't know how many people in a younger generation even know what the hell the original Spaceballs was.
There's
So
a
I don't
lot
even
of
know
people-
how this plays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
they
they'd
had
be
that-
like, "What's a Winnebago?"
Yeah.
Well, we
They
all
had
know
that-
that.
What's the Schwartz?
We all know that the
Yeah,
leading
right.
character is going to be based off Ray.
And like I said, I just like where do they go with?
Yeah,
I wonder if this is does anybody know if this is for streaming or
I don't think they've said yet.
Top Secret was good. I did like Top Secret.
I don't think they've said yet.
Early killer.
But they had,
it's on
God.
Amazon MGM.
was it 10 years ago? They had the Spaceballs cartoon on Comedy Central.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Well, they were pitching something around the time Disney bought Star Wars. They were talking about it. I think even
Right.
Mel Brooks was asked at one point in time.
Not as good as
They
Real
kinda-
Genius, but
He kind of joked about it, but
Oh, Real Genius is great.
I mean, it
All
would have
right,
been
well, but-
perfect because he set up the sequel in the first movie. Gosh darn it!
Another Teen movie was
Yeah.
amazing.
Dude, Not
Yeah,
Another
like-
Teen Movie was one of the greatest movies of all time.
All right,
I
time
love those parody
for
films.
time for a dance sequence that we just spontaneously know.
Chris Evans is in one of those. Okay, Chris Evans has whipped cream
Yes.
on his nips and his he's,
Oh, yeah.
he's in Not Another Teen Movie.
I'm not a big fan
Captain
of
America.
I'm not a big fan of parody movies.
Johnny
I just,
Storm.
like, they don't do much for me outside of Airplane. I do love Airplane.
Oh.
Because
All
that's a
right,
hilarious
next
movie.
up, Marvel Comics for Dummies will launch in
I
February
need this.
2025.
I
It will
mean,
condense 85 years of comic lore into one book for anyone that wants to catch up to Marvel's illustrious history in comics.
It's just missing one word in the title, is right in between Marvel Comics and For Dummies.
Yeah,
It's for dummies.
Marvel
Oh,
Comics is for
hey-o.
dummies.
That's a zinger.
Yeah,
Nice.
I don't know how many people are going to
Zing.
pick this up and read this, but I like that they're doing this.
Why? I could
Oh,
look
yeah.
through my I could look through my Overstreet guide and get everything I need.
Bruce enjoys what's that laying down is what he's saying. You know what I'm saying?
What's the over under? Someone tries to submit this to CGC to get it graded.
I'm sure it'll be too thick.
Can I please? Don't make a case. Come on now.
I'm going to
Yeah,
get
be
this
like
to
a-
Max.
I want it. I'll put it on my mantle right next to Wolverine.
Yeah, I have no clue how they condense 85 years of comic lore into one book.
And I honestly, what I want you guys to do is somebody get this book for me, send it to the Comic-Con with you guys, and right is in the middle there for dummies. You know what I mean? And then sign your guys' names on the back side of the page. Sweet.
What they need to do is rename this to Krakoa for Dummies and explain that horrible
think they
thing that
can.
they did with the X-Men.
Well, that was
I
that
can
was
see-
like a.
I can see like the first chapter. Namor, first mutant, first family, mutants. Flash
Right.
forward to Wolverine, more Wolverine, Wolverine and Deadpool.
But again, if you're taking 85 years, that means you're going back to Timely
Yeah, or Atlas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Atlas. So I mean, you got to go.
That's a deep dive for
Yeah.
one of those books. Yeah, you're gonna gloss over a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It's a lot, so we'll see.
The only book I'm looking for is Booker's Guide to Pulps. Damn,
I'll,
is that
pick,
hard to find?
I'll read this digitally and see what it's about. Next
All right,
up,
man.
Peter Dinklage has no idea when the Toxic Avenger will release. Filming wrapped in 2021. Trailer released a year ago. Currently has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. Cast
Wow.
includes Elijah Wood, Kevin Bacon, Jacob Tremblay, and Taylor Page.
I think they're waiting for the Trauma anniversary.
Well, I had heard that the film was
Coming up.
unreleasable. That was the quote that was going around.
Well, it's a Trauma movie. Of course, it's unreleasable. But I think their anniversary is coming up soon, and I think that's what we're waiting for now.
Yeah. Could be.
If you read, I don't know, where is it? If you read Babs this week, you actually got a secondary story for Toxic Avenger in it.
I did not read that. I didn't.
You should have, because Babs is fantastic. It's Garth Ennis.
I'm talking about the backup story for
Oh,
Swamp
for
Thing.
the Toxic Avenger. Yeah,
Toxic Avenger Swamp Thing. So I don't know what's going on with this. Hopefully it's weird that did they review it before? Just put it on the shelf? Like, yeah, review this and then put it on the
Like I
shelf
said,
until later on.
everything I've read about it, the quote was, "The film is unreleasable."
Oh,
So I don't know. I mean, the original film itself you couldn't release now. Like you couldn't make the original film and release it now.
you
You
can
rewatch the original sticks.
on
I
streaming.
thought so too. I was like, oh, I remember it. It was pretty gory. I rewatched it again. I was like, ooh, that wouldn't fly. Ooh, that's not gonna work. It's
Been a while since I've watched it, so
This is
Yeah,
so
it's-
weird. It literally has a 92% 25 reviews from critics.
I want it to come out so bad. Critics always get to see
It's
stuff.
insane. I've never seen this happen with a movie. But okay. Moving on to a Bat Signal popcorn bucket will be released to celebrate the 85th anniversary of Batman. Will launch with the Batman re-release on August 28th.
These popcorn buckets are getting a little outrageous.
Yeah. Can you imagine the Superman one though? Oh my god.
Does it light up?
Yeah,
Can I
it's
just
lights
draw a
up.
Batman symbol on the end of a flashlight, and there you go. I have a bat signal.
I'm not close enough for a theater that will actually have these specialized buckets.
Which theater's chain is this that's going to have? Because every theater chain seems to have a different bucket.
They haven't said
was
yet.
was it AMC?
And I didn't see it yet in the post, but let me look and see if it's been updated.
I'll figure. I was saying it wouldn't fly just for the simple fact that the content is from a different time where norms are kind of different now.
Oh, it's AMC. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if I can pull that.
I don't have AMC anywhere near me. That sucks.
But they're making Frost, so I guess they can make anything.
Sticks, is there AMC in the mall up there?
No, it's Sony. See if I can. They had a picture. Let's see if I can get that picture to come up bigger. But I keep getting freaking ads.
Like I said, if you haven't watched Toxic Avenger for, I'd say, 10, 15, 20 years.
I don't know if you can see that on my.
Go back and rewatch it, and you'll be very surprised.
They had a 34.99, and then they have a cup for $11.99.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. I only buy sexually explicit popcorn buckets from movies.
Right.
The closest AMC to us is I don't know what you.
But rewatching it is.
We have Tinseltown in Rochester. We're just between.
That's the closest one
to me. Jeez. I don't know about you. The AMC Binghamton might be the closest one to you, really.
This one in Binghamton?
Yeah.
Right
in the town center mall.
Do people actually get popcorn in these, or do they just be like, I just want to get it without the popcorn in it?
Don't know.
It depends.
Like the Doom bucket, people have popcorn in there, I believe.
Oh no, they just use the butter.
I don't get the extra butter.
All right, moving on. Harrison Ford explains why he's joining the MCU. I have watched other actors, brilliant actors, have a wonderful time, and I am not a brilliant actor, but I thought I might have a good time.
I love how I don't understand. You have a man who played Thunderbolt Ross who was in his 70s who died, so you decide the wisest thing to do is recast it with a guy that's in his 80s.
Well, it's been 10 years.
Name recognition. That's all.
Yeah, I get that, but
I still would have picked Tom Selleck.
I love to see Tom
stash.
He does have the stash.
He has the stash. He's just built, I don't know.
And I love Harrison Ford. I'm happy to see him as Thunderbolt Ross. I just think it's very odd we had this guy die who played this role for all these movies. He died in the 70s, so let's cast somebody who's older.
How many films do you think they signed him on for? Just this one?
I mean, but you're introducing if he was just playing Thunderbolt Ross and not a Red Hulk,
right?
That's my point.
Yeah, but that's kind of my point, because if
Red Hulk one and done, do you really think they're going to one and done Red Hulk?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
What they might do is they might one and done Red Hulk, but they might move in like a Red She-Hulk.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Because Marvel does so good at giving you the derivative character of the original character.
Exactly. That went over well. Let's do this only female, or let's do Kid Venom.
I love Kate Bishop, but she doesn't have the appeal that Hawkeye had.
They brought back Sam Elliott, dude.
Sam Elliott's almost as
Fine.
old as Harrison Ford. I mean, if they're doing characters that are like, let's say they do the Avengers, then these are their kids, and their kids go on to take over that mantle. You know,
Which I
whatever.
thought
That's something different.
Which is the Young Avengers direction, or
Yeah.
you know, however you want to look at it, is either Young Avengers
I think
Avengers
they were
next.
leaning that way.
or Champions, or it's kind of an amalgam of whatever there. And I get that if they go that route,
right?
As okay, this is a branch we're doing.
That's the passing of
This
the torch.
younger team versus the standard line of the big time main characters that people recognize. I mean, we recognize all these characters because we read a bunch of fucking comic books and stuff like that.
And we're old as shit, so
you know,
Yeah, speak for yourself.
I am.
I think he's talking to me.
Well, you know, he's not. Are they gonna? I don't know. Are they gonna keep the Red Hulk as the Hulk and not have him change back and forth? I don't know. Because if that's
I can't remember if he does in the comics or not. Does he change back and forth in the comics?
I don't remember the run at all.
I don't remember either.
But moving on. Absolute Batman covers were released.
Oh, anything good?
Yeah, the Jim Lee up there. We got the where
I like the middle one on the bottom.
They're Batman covers.
the yellow one?
The one in the bottom and the middle.
Bottom in the middle is a where is it?
Hey, heck.
I don't know. You told me.
Oh, it's a Wes Craig. Wes
Wes
Craig.
Craig. I don't know.
Yeah,
what that
It's
is.
like Batman. Batman covers just maybe there's just been so many bad titles that it just
Overexposure.
Spider-Man covers for me. It's like it really takes something really special to be like, ooh.
Right.
I think the Jim Lee one stands out the most.
Hey, Hack, what's going on, buddy?
Hey,
You
Heck.
haven't checked
What's
out,
going on, bud?
you haven't checked out Hack's channel? Please head over and check out his channel.
Absolutely.
Great channel. He has great unboxing videos, and he has the wall his wall of comics behind him. Amazing.
Getting bigger. Getting bigger.
Yeah.
Wait, is it bigger than Jared's and yours?
It's a very
Look at-
expensive wall. That's
Yeah.
all I have to say.
Yeah.
Very
I-
expensive wall.
He's got his
I-
comics on display, but Bruce keeps his in boxes.
I just don't understand the new bat symbol on him. It just looks like it's like redacted bat symbol.
His bulk Batman. That's what we call him,
Yes, yeah.
bulk man.
Redacted.
Yeah. The Bulk Crusader.
The
Hey,
bulk
hey,
Crusader.
hold
I
on.
like that sticks.
Let me kick your asses.
Wow.
Yeah.
No bad mouthing on Batman on this
No
show.
bad-
I'm excited to read. I'm excited to read the title. I'm just saying. None of the covers. None of the covers have got me excited, but the book itself has me excited because we're getting Snyder on Batman, and
Yeah.
it makes me happy.
You know, and Snyder for me can do no wrong with Batman. Just saying.
Yeah, like I said, I'm very excited to read it, but none of the covers are really like. Ooh, I
I'm
gotta
just
have it.
surprised he agreed to come back. They must be giving him free reign of stuff.
Lee? Lee?
Snyder?
Free reign. Snyder. You know,
Oh,
free reign
Snyder.
of the character. Here's
I think with these
Axel,
absolutes,
the
because
prize.
it's a kind of a clean slate, they kind of do have free reign.
Huh, I didn't notice that bat hammer until now. In the Jim Lee variant on top right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. And then we have Absolute Superman.
That Jim Lee one reminds me
Ooh.
so much of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
It's bulky,
Cover.
though. Which leads the top all the way
Top
to
right. Top right is the Lee.
Top right.
where he's got
Yeah,
it planned out.
I like
Yeah,
the
I
A
know,
cover the best out of all
Yeah.
of them. I like.
I've seen
like
Lee
the
do
A
better.
cover.
That's Sandoval on the A cover.
Sandoval's not
Again,
so bad.
I'm interested to read these series, but none of the covers have like really blowing my mind.
I like the bottom middle. Skin. I think that's
Wait, I'm still waiting for the official confirmation of Snyder
that's
WB.
Scalera.
I'm waiting to see if they do a Booster Gold series because they put them in the advertising for Absolute. So I'm wondering if they'll do a new Booster Gold title.
No, but I'll tell you something, right? This
He's
so
on
much
Justice
reminds
League.
this reminds
In the
me.
Justice League one. Okay.
This reminds me so much of the New 52. So that's why I'm really gonna pick. That's why I'm gonna pick this book up because I'm just like, yes, I like the logo, I love it, and the fact that the way they design different artists that design them, I'm still gonna read it. I'm just like, yes, myself and Jared are actually gonna be covering this anyway. So weekly.
And they all, I like the fact that Superman's cape is like some type of living,
like it's part of
type-
Krypton.
Krypton.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
arms are
it's fun.
fast. They got flames on them.
I like it.
Yeah. You like Jared? No, what am I calling you, Jared? Christopher.
I don't think I look like Jared.
You both wear glasses. So,
I can see without mine.
but I was gonna say, Christopher, which cover do you like the most?
Of these right here on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
I like the Scalera in the middle and the Jim Lee.
I like the Jim Lee, and I do like the middle one, top middle.
Top middle one is who's the top middle one? Top middle is a Wes Craig.
Yeah, I like that.
Is
And I
he a
like-
new artist?
No,
He's popping up on a lot of covers. And then finally, the best covers of all three titles, Wonder Woman.
yeah, there you have the winner because you have not only a Penosian but also
Oh.
a Decol.
That Penosian at the call, that Jim Lee, amazing, just amazing.
Yeah, I'm all
It's
over
God
the
of War
Penosian on this.
meets Wonder
I'll
Woman.
pick up the Decol as well because it's Decol, but the Penosian's my favorite.
This is just like all these covers are great. I think especially for Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman wins this hands down.
What's that? What's that video game with the guy with the giant sword?
Which
Final
one?
Fantasy?
You're thinking of Final Fantasy VII, aren't you?
Final
No, it's the
Fantasy
guy with the triangle head.
Cloud.
I can't think. That's what that sword reminds me of. Like she's got this, and
I thought
then
she was
this,
gonna play cricket.
well, yeah, the one in the bottom right corner looks like a cricket bat. I mean, it's not even edged; it's square at the top.
I guess it's whatever art is drawing at the moment.
And then the A cover looks like she's riding on the cover of Yar's Revenge.
So I like Decol's Wonder Woman covers a lot. When he
That was a
does
throwback. I
Wonder
don't know if you
Woman.
got that one.
Yeah.
You ever played that game?
We're
Yar's
good.
Revenge.
Now,
Yar's
Yar's
Revenge?
Revenge?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Bruce,
that's what. Looks like
I
she's
have a-
riding that.
I have a funny feeling that this Wonder Woman might go in a relationship with Superman.
Oh God,
Just
no.
yes, I'm
Hey,
thinking
we-
that might be.
there was a little chemistry at the end of that World's Finest 30.
That was
Yeah.
like 30 years. Well, not 30 years ago.
There was a
but
little chemistry there. There's a little.
Whatever.
Hey, let me hit you up. Let me hit you up a little later, there, Cal.
I'm calling
Yeah.
it now. Wonder Woman will be a lesbian. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Well, she's got some tribal tattoos too.
Yeah, lesbian tattoos.
That's
Like I
enough.
said,
That's
I,
kidding.
You
I,
Not all
You-
lesbians have tattoos.
I collect Decol stuff. I collect Penosian stuff. Those are the two covers that I'll shoot for because I want to read it as well. But
So,
those are
All right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, my mom didn't get one until she became a lesbian.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh jeez.
God damn you, Brian. Fitting into stereotype.
I'm just
said.
I'm just saying, and I do know some. Never mind. I'm just gonna keep to myself.
Now every
Anyways,
I mean, you know.
now every commercial break is going to be a Subaru commercial.
that's right. That's right, dude. As they go
Wonder
camping
Woman's
up the
always been
coast.
by in the comics,
Yeah.
hasn't she?
I don't know.
I thought it was confirmed.
I don't know. Who knows?
Not gay, but bi. But
I don't know.
Everyone gets a little curious in the comics
ask
at some
Steve
point.
Trevor, he'd know.
Yeah, at least as long as she doesn't become like Aquaman and start sleeping with fishes, she'll be fine.
Stop. He doesn't sleep with fishes. Damn it.
Yeah. That's not
Yeah, there's no sleep. There's no sleeping involved there.
Heyo.
He comes from an island of all women. It's not a stretch. You do what you know.
Sometimes
next up.
No, never mind. I won't
comic reviews. We had Jenny Sparks #1.
Hey, get your authority fix.
Yes.
I like this first issue. I'm very hit or miss on Tom King quite often. Tom King tends to write better stories when he's writing a female lead than he does when he's writing a male lead. Yeah. So
hashtag Tom King loves women.
Are you sure?
I liked it. I liked this first issue. I enjoyed it. The Atom was badass.
The Atom was holy crap. I was like, whoa! I did not know that.
Thank you, Mama.
He's so awesome.
And what did I finally get in a comic book in the first couple pages when she's talking to Batman? Hey, she's not sitting there going, Superman did this and no, she refers to Wonder Woman as Diana. She refers to Superman as Clark. Not any of this bullshit. Superman this and that. No, it's using their first names like she should. When these people have relationships, you use first names. You don't use their superhero name. So that made me very happy because I've been complaining about that the past handful of issues.
If you're working with people and around people, you should call them by their first names when they're not in public. A recent comic, they were calling each other by their aliases. But this is the scene, one of the scenes from the book that
what's going on here?
Oh, a lot was going on in there.
Batman just being an asshole that he always is, just kind of just showing up.
Standing at the end of their bed.
Yeah. In the daytime, asshole. She told the guy to get out. Get out. But this was.
I'm here to see your carpentry work.
This is worth a read. This was one of Joe's picks. So great read.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. It's Black Label, so it's a little more spicy. And I think it's only a 6-issue run.
Oh.
So you get to just kind of, hey, let me take a story through a 6-issue arc, and then I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to deal with 45 books in a crossover and some dumb, huge event and other dumb stuff. You just enjoy a story.
Yep.
That's all I want to do.
And then we have World's Finest 30, the Trinity's first adventure revealed. It was a murder mystery on Themyscira, and it was a nice I liked it. I
was a little pissed initially because you gave the title of it, and I started reading it, and I was like, "Where's Trinity in this?" And I realized, it's backstory. It's the Trinity. It's
the Trinity.
Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, okay."
I like
good artwork.
Soothsayer there.
It was a fun little story. World's Finest has been good. And this was a fun little story.
Yeah, you didn't need to read from issue 1 to now to get this story. So if anybody's looking to jump on to World's Finest, would be a good jumping on point.
Yeah. I don't jump on much, so
you slide on it. I mean, sorry, one conversation.
Slide on it.
It was nice seeing Robin get to meet Wonder Woman for the first time and get to go jump ride a kangaroo.
Yes. Is that a euphemism or is that actually?
No. He wrote a. I forgot what they were called. Kangaroos. Kangas.
Don't ask me what that euphemism would be, but
But like I said, I like
holy up and down.
Diana was getting a little coy with Clark at the end there.
Yeah, she did.
We have the proper relationship that we want. Sorry, Lois.
That you want. I'm a Lois fan, so Lois 100%. And the next book,
no,
plain and simple.
another Joe pick. Babs number 1.
Babs was fantastic.
This was probably my favorite read of the week. Just envision all the social discourse that's going on now put into Conan times. You know, it was great. A group of incels complaining about the girlification of warriors. Like what?
I got the
so
Garth Ennis filth that I want.
Yeah.
That's not to a level of 11 like Crossed. So it's turned down to about a Garth Ennis 6, which I'm okay with. And it's fun. I like that she's filthy. The character amused me. It was a good first issue.
Even the open scene with her was like, God, the chainmail is gonna cut my nipples off. I'm like, what?
Wait, what?
The chainmail that she was wearing was gonna cut her nipples off. So she's killing squirrels so she can skin them and line it with the squirrel skin.
But also, I like the fact that her sword talks, much like I love Barbaric, because the axe is hilarious.
A sword so go fuck herself.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
The sword giving people the finger was kind of funny.
That was great.
But like I said, I like Garth Ennis. I like the stuff he writes. It amuses me. I like barbarian stuff, so it was enjoyable. I liked it.
So, all right, next up, we got hardcovers coming up for New Comic Book Day, but before that, giveaway time. Woo. Make sure you have typed in the chat. What are we typing in the chat? Bend. There we go. We have 16 in the giveaway, 19 watching. Let's go for X-Men #1, Jim Lee wraparound cover.
That's mine.
Yeah.
That's mine.
That's the see-through
100%.
edition. That's a rare one right there, the see-through edition.
And the winner is anybody but BK. Anybody but BK.
Bro,
yeah. I'll take that one.
We have a rule,
Bruce
Brian.
is face. Bruce
We have a rule, Brian. You're on the panel.
Fine.
I roll it again.
I'll take lunch tomorrow then. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding.
And the winner is Crimson Terror again. He's won like 3.
There you go. Hey, if you're
Crimson
not in it, you
here.
can't win it. Good job, Crimson.
Crimson?
It's okay, Ed. Don't worry about it. We're not allowed to win.
Yeah, we're not allowed to win, unfortunately.
I know the rules. I was just playing.
10.
Crimson Terror, are you still in our chat? Please respond so you may win. You have 6 seconds.
7. 6.
5,
5.
4,
4.
Oh, Crimson, come on, Crimson.
3.
2,
2.
1.
1. Oh, sorry. And roll again.
Oh, sorry, Crimson.
Sorry. Crypto Herd. Crypto Herd, are you?
Crimson.
Sorry, Crimson. Crypto Herd, are you here? Ten,
9,
9,
I'd say if he doesn't give it to Crimson Terror. He should
8, 7,
6,
That's
6,
Bruce.
Unless it's
5,
international shipping, then roll that crap again.
4, 3,
Hey. What that's supposed to
2,
mean?
1. Ha 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 ha. We'll give it to Crimson since he showed up.
Thanks, Ed. We
Alright.
appreciate that.
We needed your vote of confidence. There.
Yeah, if that's cool, we're cool.
In the
Yeah,
methodology.
yeah. Ed had a birthday recently, so we'll let him slide.
So the next giveaway will be. Am I really doing this? I am doing this.
What are you doing?
I'm doing this.
What are you doing?
Satana. Prison
What?
cover.
Oh shit!
The 1 in 25.
Mm-hmm. I got 5 of these things. So stick around for the next giveaway.
Why would you leave? Don't leave. Stick around.
People have left.
Apparently.
Who left?
See?
It's about audience retention.
The people who left, Taladia.
Oh, okay. Flaming
Alright.
hot covers.
The
Flaming
people that are
hot
no longer
covers
here, they're the ones that
For
left.
New Comic Book Day,
Like Cheetos
Wednesday the 28th.
in a bag.
At number 10, Transformers 40th Anniversary, number 1, the
Oh, my
Ward
goodness.
variant. Instead of Optimus, we have Megatron on the cover.
And
40
Shockwave.
years of Transformers.
All these Transformers books seem to do pretty
Transformers
Nice.
blow us in the sky.
Yeah, this was limited to 1 per copy on
They are what meets the
Midtown.
eye.
You know,
only
it's not a
1 per
direct.
customer.
It's not a direct. At least to me, it doesn't look like a direct copy.
No,
But-
it's not.
So I'm good with this, and I like that art from that Transformers number 1 through 4 anyway. So
Flaming hot ice like sticks icy.
nice.
Ice stick wasn't last night cool being rated and watch SNS get about $200 in super chat.
that was crazy
One
stuff.
more than
It was about $400 all said and done between the memberships and everything else.
I could have kept mine.
It
My
was fun.
membership. Jeez.
Truly Network came in and rated and had a fun time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I thank everyone for being good sports about stuff. I think I should do this. Let me see if I can do it. Where's live chat? Live chat. Here we go. No.
BK. BK's at war with the Shuli Network.
Oh.
Poor BK
Here
and
we
Damien
go.
last night were.
Skip their
Damien
memberships.
Big A taking it.
Yeah.
I am at war with the still. All right. Got 5.
Hmm.
So we
Not
have
me.
Oh, there we go.
who got a membership? Tyson got a membership.
Cos-
Cosmic One got a membership. Samir
Samir.
got a membership. Brogu got a membership. Right, Everyday Photos got a membership.
There you go. Hey, welcome in, guys.
There you go.
Now Bruce just got to do some extra.
Terry Floyd, the new Gun Honey Collision that's coming out has a gorgeous Lotte cover on it, both clothed and unclothed, which is gorgeous.
At number 9, Aliens versus Avengers number 1, the 1 in 100 Brooks Incentive. I don't know why Venom
I
is
like
on
that
this
one.
incentive, but it's a good cover.
Because Venom War's going on, so they'll put Venom on anything.
Oh, that's right.
Is there a trade dress to this, or is it just a version?
Let me check.
Do we know?
I don't remember.
Because that's an awesome cover.
Because if there's a trade dress, there's no point in getting that.
That's why I'm asking.
I know.
They have to stop doing that if they want this 1 in 100 to be special, which it should be.
There is a trade dress.
Oh, there you go. It's not
There you
special.
go.
It's up of $3.99 or whatever
Open order.
costs nowadays.
So, piss on that. I'd get
Yeah.
the trade
There's
dress.
enough room up at the top that the trade dress shouldn't ruin
Right.
the picture.
At number 8, X-Men number 3, the 1 in 100 Campbell Incentive. A little rogue action.
I'm sorry. The next best Campbell cover coming out is the Laura Kinney Wolverine that they're doing. The FOC on it is in October. The book comes out in December. That is the best Campbell cover coming out.
No, she's got that Phyllis Diller face. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I like a boot stuff.
If you don't know who Phyllis Diller is, Google. Google it.
Who doesn't like a woman in knee-high boots?
Right.
I don't know.
Brian.
At number
Brian
7,
Depends on the woman.
Mr. Girlfriend or Dr. Girlfriend. We have
We're not talking
Phases
about
of-
toys, buddy.
Phases of Moon Knight, number 1, the 1 in 100 Hans incentive.
Again, I'm pretty sure there's a trade dress of this as well.
Of course there is.
Crazy.
All right, make sure because I don't want to give out incorrect information.
If it's a 1 to 100, there's probably a trade dress of it.
If they're doing it for one book, they're doing it for all books, and that
Tends to be the way of these.
Yes.
If there's a 1 to 100 of a virgin, there's a trade dress that's open order.
But the trade dress is on the 1 in 25.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, the 1 in 25 isn't a virgin then.
yeah, the 1 in
Wait,
25 is not the virgin. There's no open order cover for this.
Yeah.
So it's the so this is the 1 in 25.
This is
And
the
then
1
it
in
comes-
100.
That's a little better than being the A cover or the B cover.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay, there you go with the trade dress.
Oh yeah, oh, with the phases of the moon up. Yeah.
And here is the Avengers with the trade dress.
I just
Oh, It's kick ass with the trade dress.
I don't like virgin copies of books because if I don't sort my books and put them away immediately, I can never remember what goddamn book it is, and then you got to pull it out, look at the back. It's a pain in the ass.
I guess the pro tip on that would be to write it on the backing board.
Yeah, I get all my books delivered, bagged, and boarded already. So, and I'm not buying a ratio to read.
No, you're not. But it's nice to know what the book is.
Yeah.
What the book is. What is this book again? Because that's stuff,
I had that problem with Silk. Silk was bad just even with the trade dress because it's like they would do like 4 issues or 8 issues, and then they would immediately reboot it again. And there's like 5 volumes of Silk that all have the same number of runs that's under 10 issues. And
yeah,
I don't know which volumes which.
Spider-Gwen was like that too.
They all look the same in the dark. Freaky is the best thing to look for. I bet Phyllis Diller was a freak.
She probably was.
She had many wakes of wear during your freakiness. Number 6. Hello, Doctors. Number 2, the prison variant.
Buy all of the covers for these, not just the Frizzen ones. They're all the Rivera covers
really
are
good.
fantastic.
Oh, darkest my friend.
There's a
That's what I
Lotte
was
cover
thinking.
on this as well. There's
coming back again.
there's good stuff. But I think Frizzen's doing a cover for all the issues so far. The Rivera covers are fantastic. On all the covers.
Live long and be sexy.
And number 5. Gotham City Sirens 4, the 1 in 25 con. This cover is just adorable. I love this cover.
I don't like it.
I
like
don't
all
like
the-
it.
I like the toys. I like how they got the toys as different.
You guys
Characters.
all pick rocks, all right?
I don't like the kitty covers.
I love kitty covers.
They wear me down.
I
It's like,
don't like the artwork on this at all.
At number 4, Detective Comics 1089, the 1 in 25 from Mara incentive.
That Mr. Freeze?
Mr.
Yeah,
Freeze.
that's Mr. Freeze.
he's been putting out some crazy covers, man.
Great cover.
And,
It's so
and
different.
a lot of them have been ratios, and a lot of them have hit.
Mhm. And this was like $9 on Midtown or whatever. For 1 in 25.
$9. That's good.
Yeah.
But
Think
but
they're still up
Midtown gets like so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, they think they're not going to sell it. They're going to keep it at a low price until it starts selling, and then they'll jack up the price.
Yep.
They'll get it
And
now.
number 3. Red Sonja 13, the Perillo Virgin variant. Yes, there is a
I saw this on Twitter.
Trade dress.
I saw this on Twitter by you posting that.
Yeah,
You
Perlitto's
posted that.
nice. Perlitto's
Yeah.
nice.
Posted this.
You posted that online, didn't you, Brucifer?
Yes.
That's right.
I gravitate between Red Sonja and Vampirella
This
because
is a
like when one's really hot, it has a great run of covers. The other one is normally like, the covers are okay, but it always switches. Like Red Sonja had just banger covers for a good handful of months, and then they kind of tapered off. Then Vampirella had some amazing covers. Always go back and forth.
hey, Brian.
But just remember that
LCS.
it's Dynamite. So just remember, if you want this in trade dress or whatever, just order it now.
Foil, metal.
Dynamite books are very cheap. So if you just like the artwork and you pre-order your books, you can get Dynamite books for like $279 if you're pre-ordering them. They're cheap. Granted, if you want the virgin cover or all that stuff, you can pay up for it. But if you just like the artwork and just want to have a book for yourself,
Hey, Brian LTS. You haven't subscribed to his channel, please do. He has great videos, and he just recently announced all the finalists for the Comic Book Awards. So go check out the video and check out what channels were nominated, and maybe it's a channel there that you might like. So subscribe to any of the finalists and check their content out. And number two,
it was an honor just to be nominated.
Yeah, true. At number 2, Zatanna Bring Down the House. Number 3, the 1 in 25 Lotte incentive. I like to call this the 80s hair variant. That is a big ass poof.
Yeah, she got.
I love Tula.
Jersey
got
Shore
that.
poof.
She teased that right up, didn't she?
I buy all of Tula's covers, and so yeah, I'm buying this. There is a trade dress of this. I don't know why they're doing that with DC. But DC, don't take your cue from Marvel. Stop doing a trade dress version, and especially their trade dresses are so minimal on these books.
Right.
Like that Frizzen Zatanna. The difference between the 1 in 25 and the open order is literally a trade dress that can fit probably up in that corner where it says DC Black Label. It's so small that I don't know why they keep doing it, but I love Lottes.
I'd like to see someone get a remark by Lotte with her holding a bottle of Aquanet.
Yeah. And my number 1 favorite cover for New Comic Book Day. I forgot what it is. Do you remember, Joe?
No, I have not. Oh, I think I do, since I put together a promo slide. So,
and number 1,
I haven't seen it yet.
Something is Killing the Children. Number 40, the 1 in 50.
The Devil's Tower variant.
Color Splash Incentive.
Yeah.
Woo!
Now, granted, the line in the pants can be a little suggestive, but what are you gonna do?
It's a scene.
It's a scene, yeah.
There is a color version of this, which I believe is an open order cover, but this version is far better than the color version.
Yes. It's amazing. They're still putting out amazing covers at issue 40.
So is Department of Truth. Department of Truth still putting out ratios and variants and stuff like that.
That is the color version.
Well, I like the color version. She doesn't have the neck chief on the black and white, does she?
Yes, she does.
Does she? Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it was just covered in blood.
Yes.
All right. So it kind of blended in.
And next up, some graded video game sales.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Mario Brothers WADA 9.0 for the Atari 2600, released in 1983, sold for $13,750.
Holy!
It's me, Mario.
That's pretty good to have.
Hey, I'm in with the money.
Was that sealed? Was that sealed in box, or was it just in box?
Let me check out this. It's sealed.
Yeah, that's
sealed in box.
That's crazy that you can still find these on sealed box.
Make,
41 years it's been sealed in that box. That's insane.
It looks
Probably
too
a warehouse.
small though for me.
it's a long time to keep those Italians captive in there.
Oh, the person that put together my slides smushed them together. Squished it
Oh,
together.
okay.
Box is
Okay.
bigger, about that.
I mean, I'm thinking it looks like a
No,
a
it's
piece
not
of
that.
toast.
That's not actual sides.
Okay, well, huh?
All right, what's the next one?
Then we have,
Ooh, Bubble Bobble.
as I guess somebody didn't finish the titles. Bubble Bobble,
Yeah.
pedigree grade 9.8, released in 1986, sold for 7,500. CGC 9.8.
Good God.
Exactly, Terry.
Yes, Mama Bear.
That's a spicy.
meatball.
It's spicy.
Very spicy meatballs. Then we have Athena, released in
Never heard this.
1986 for the Nintendo Entertainment System, sold for $6,625. A CGC 9.6, sealed from it was from the Dallas Fort Worth Collection pedigree.
The hell does that mean?
That's
They have pedigrees now for games.
Video
That's
games.
interesting.
Pedigrees for games? Excuse
Yes.
me?
They came from the same collector. First time I'm seeing it, put it on from games.
Yeah, it's
Well, they
really
do.
I've never seen.
Now CGC does if you do multiple runs, you can click the little tab that says pedigree, and I think it costs you more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but CGC normally establishes their pedigrees, and there's you normally when you see pedigree, you're like, okay, this is from a large collection of
Mhm.
highly graded things. So apparently, this pedigree probably has a lot of games that were
Graded
sealed in very good shape. They submitted.
Where'd it from? Fedco. No, never heard of that store.
high. It was $29.87 when it was sold back in 1986. So next up, Batman. WADA 9.8 near-mid sealed, released in 1989, sold for $4,250.
Yeah, that
This
seems-
was for the
that seems
Nintendo
undervalued.
Entertainment System. Very undervalued.
Yes. What are those games that changed the history of Batman video games?
It was a little
I just
purple stripe.
Changed the history, son.
Yeah.
Then
Changed
we
it.
have
God damn it.
X-Men 9.8
Nice.
near-mid
Sweet.
sale, released in 1983 for the Atari 2600,
Now
So,
someone's talking
but-
my language.
$3,000. As you can see, the little gaming picture looks like a pair of scissors.
The
Aw.
sexiest part of that game was the cover of the box.
An adult video game cartridge.
I mean, to be fair, that was kind of the highlight of most of those games back in the day. Because
Now the question is:
Cover-
is that a pair of scissors, or are those two sperms swimming around? Because that would make more sense for this game.
so we'll have to look at the video.
Oh, like Pong,
Yes.
going back and forth like Pong. Oh shit.
Let me see if I can pull up some gameplay of this.
oh my.
Oh
X-Men,
my.
Atari 2600.
Wow.
Let's see.
I can't. I'm surprised. Well, I guess.
Whoa!
Marvel wasn't as litigious. back then.
Okay, here we go.
Bruce was like, oh boy, here we go.
Come on, give me some 8-bit titties.
Nice.
I can't show this.
I like
So
it.
send us to private chat.
Well,
Oh my
apparently
God.
that guy's trying to hide something. In his
Holy
pants.
Crap.
I don't know what.
You get
I don't
points
know
for
what
doing that?
exactly. He's
You get points for doing a lot of
Now
things.
I got to find an emulator to play this game.
But
I
I'm more
wonder if I
confused.
have it in my
That's
emulation
the-
build.
Why is he running away from the
Here you go.
the chomping
It-
teeth?
I live in
I just
It looks like it
sent
chomped
you,
his groinal.
Oh,
he's
I
holding
thought he
on
was
to his
hiding.
groin.
I thought he was hiding something
Yeah.
Here's the link.
because it was staring.
If
Well,
I put the link in the
suggestively.
chat for people, is that considered bad?
Although,
Yes.
I'll tell you what,
If you don't
Is
want
it? I
certain
don't know.
people to come in, then yes.
I'm watching it now.
Joe, there's a pair of scissors on the cover. So,
I'm not
Holy
logged in.
moly!
I'm not logged in, so it wants me to confirm my identity. So
You have to be 18 and over to watch that video. Holy shit.
don't Google that on your office computer.
All right, next up, Barry Hunter
NSFW.
covers. We got Aliens versus Predator Sand Trap one shot sold for $200 on 8/24.
So if insurgents weren't enough for you, you got to worry about aliens now.
Yes, Sand Trap. This is from 2007. I didn't see any
Sand
more.
Trap.
Didn't see any variant covers of this. So then we have Armory Wars 3, Good Apollo, Burning Star 4, issue number 1, Morales Virgin. So a 9.8 sold for $650. It was a trade dress of this, but no raw sales of this. I've never seen this cover.
I've seen them. I heard of those run, but yeah, I've never seen
Oh,
this
you
too.
have? Huh.
Yeah.
I sent it to you, Mama Bear.
Mama Bear, trust me, you'll be popping your eyes open. You'll be like, "What the
wow.
incarnation?"
Yeah, it's 8-bit pornography. It's not.
Oh,
It's,
really?
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
Don't worry.
You'll,
It's
sur-
funny to watch.
you'll survive.
What's really funny is to watch Taladia get excited over stuff like that. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, buddy, let's go.
It's amazing that I can
Square
imagine what
nips.
people used
Yes.
to do to these video games back in the days.
Hey, you
I mean,
probably
Leisure
had to
Suit
buy
Larry
those at
was a
special
very
store.
popular
Yeah,
game.
I was thinking that same one. Yeah, Leisure Suit Larry.
You probably
And
had to
even
buy,
Styx is-
buy that
even
at a
Styx
special
is
store back in the
interested.
day that sold certain videos.
Oh, jeez. All right, moving on.
Just
Avengers
saying.
Ultron Forever, issue number 1.
Why are you being such
Connecting
prude?
variant.
Oh.
So back in May of this year for $75 raw, and recently August 17th of this year, 9/8 sold for $375.
That's Scarlett
Ooh.
Johansson. Like,
Yes.
Maybe
Wow.
it'll get a little bump. Now it's Spaders bringing back Ultron.
Yeah.
Vision Quest.
And Avengers is Ultron is coming back. So
Mhm.
through the What If series.
Right.
oh boy.
And next up, Hack and Slash
There
issue
we
25, Prison variant on 7/3 of this year sold for $100, and a 9/6 sold for $255 yesterday, and a 9.8 sold on the 22nd for $676. Ooh.
Alas, poor York.
I
We know
love
him
Jenny.
well.
Jenny's covers from this era, for like this and Revival, are so good. They're so good.
So next up, we have Terrifier issue number 1, the first
Yes.
appearance of what's his name?
I forgot his name.
I never even
Forgot.
remember his damn name.
Um,
They're
I've
the
never
best
seen the
movies. They're the best
The
screwed
first
up
appearance
movies.
of what's his face.
What's his face?
it's the first appearance
Oh.
of that guy right there.
So a raw copy of this near mint condition sold for $485
That's fantastic.
last year in April. No grade sold for $40 back in 2022, and this year a very
art.
fine sold for $280, and then apparently in the last month, a 9.2 sold for $325, a 9.4 $300, 9.6 $300, 750 for 9.8, and that's funny that they the 9.8, 9.6, 9.4 all sold on the same day.
Don't
It was
sleep
the
on that
same person.
Terrifier universe. Those movies are fantastic and insane. And
Ah,
you get
there
the
we go.
Christmas movie.
Yeah,
You get
Art
the
the
Christmas
Clown.
movie this year. Art the Clown. Yeah, you're getting a Christmas movie this year for Terrifier 3. Woo.
Yep.
It's good stuff.
And then we have Common Market Report. But before we do that, another giveaway.
Get away.
And we are giving away Zatanna.
125.
125. Prison cover.
What issue is it?
2, I believe.
Issue 2.
Okay.
So,
Not to be confused with the trade dress version. There's the trade dress. That's the trade dress.
Okay.
Whereas the 1 in 25 does not have the trade dress and the black label.
correct. Where am I? So please put Bend in the chat. If you already have
Bend.
not, Bend for CGC Bend. And the winner is
Is it running? There it goes.
there we go. The winner is Mama
Mama
Bear.
Bear.
Mama Bear,
Hey, there you go.
Ha
Mama
It's a
Bear can
great
do
prison
some artwork.
cover.
She can do some artwork on Zatannas.
We got 12 people remaining in the giveaway. And I'll reveal what the book is after the next segment. There we go. All right. We had Amazing Spider-Man 41 sell CGC 7.0 sell for $600. The all-time high for this book was like what was it? $4,000 at this grade or something like that, I believe.
It's
There are 5,000 graded on the census of this book.
Oh, you don't remember that one? That was a classic song.
That Rhino looks better than the one that's in Craven.
Ah, boo. Boo.
The singers.
I can drop Mama's buck off in Cornwall.
All right. Then we have Batman 121 from 1959, 3.5, so for $2,640. And they're currently 1,002 graded on the census.
Yeah.
First appearance of
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Zero,
Yeah. Mr. Freeze.
which
First
later
Mr.
become
Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Yep.
Mhm.
Always a
Yeah.
good book.
He's Mr. White Christmas. He's Mr.
Incredible Hulk Annual
Yeah.
#1 from 1968, CGC 9.4, sold for $1,800.
Best signature on books in the business. Steranko. I every time I look at a Steranko cover and see his name on there, it just makes me happy.
This book sold for $2,880 back in October of last year. Dropped $1,000. Then we have Crime Suspense Stories 17 from 1953. CGC 5.5 sold for $1,200. Back in 2014, this book, same grade, went for $191.
Never sleep
are
on
only-
DC books.
Yeah.
Only 226 graded on the census.
Yeah, now is not the time to be like, I want to start getting Golden Age pre-code
Exactly.
EC books, because between
Like-
all the stupid homages they're doing and everything now to EC books and Oni Press bringing back EC stuff, all these old books are
Getting jacked
On
up.
the rise.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Next up, we have Crime Suspense Stories 24 from 1954. A CGC 5.5 sold for $480. There's only 139 graded on the census. This is not bad for a book from 1954.
it's not bad for an EC book for crime suspense stories.
Now I want one. Yeah, I can afford this.
All the covers are so good through that run.
Everybody loves a little dismemberment. Let's go. Then we have Moon Girl #5 from 1948. A CGC
Love this book.
7.5 sold for $3,840. there's only 44 graded. The highest grade
It's
on this
not
book
an
is a
easy book to find.
9.6.
It is not an easy book to find.
And it's not restored, the 9.6. I would
Interesting.
crack this and press it. No, I'm just kidding. I would never crack this and press it. Screw that.
Fix all those color breaking spine ticks.
Yeah, the off-title EC stuff. It's not Tales from the Crypt or Crab Suspense Story stuff.
Mhm.
There's some fun books in there.
Yeah. Then we have one of my personal favorites, Green Lantern 76 from 1970. CGC 9.2 sold for $2,640. They are currently 2,916 graded on the census. I only have an 8. Boo.
Man, you go
You
over
could
there
have
and
this one.
shake your fist at them.
This
You show your indignation, sir.
That's
that's a great book.
great book. Then we
You will
have
not be
Joker.
silenced.
Joker number 1, 1975. At CGC 9.8. Sold for $1,320.
That's
Yeah.
really
book has
low
been-
for a
This
9.8.
book has been up and down for the last couple of years. There are 2,779 copies on the census.
Yeah, but it's a good entry level Joker book to get in a slightly
Mhm.
lower grade. I love Moon Girl. I love my Golden Age stuff.
Then we have Superman 233, a beautiful Neil Adams cover from 1971, CGC 9.6, sold for $4,560.
That's a solid sale.
I think this back in March is the same grade, sold for 5,520. Oof.
Yeah, but the year before that, it was still in the 3,000, so that's
Yeah.
not bad.
Mhm. And then only 1,569 graded copies. I will be looking for this book this year. Like this book. Hey, Anthony, what's going on? And then we have
We will find you.
Ultimate FOC.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it now.
Do it.
I meant the FOC, but
Oh,
if you
he's
want to do
gotta
the
do-
giveaway, that's
Yeah,
fine.
right?
Oh,
I
we
don't
can
know.
do the FOC. Let's do the FOC.
Where's this
We can wait.
conversation going again? Giveaway.
Comics for that are coming out in about a month and a half. Flaming
Mr.
Hot
the
covers, FOC covers. We got Wonder Woman number 13, the Art Germ variant. Wonder Woman 13, the Scott variant. No, sorry. Superman 18.
Why'd you
Scott
put
variant.
Wonder Woman there?
I kind of
Superman's running the Zatanna storyline. That Wonder
You guys-
Woman 13, I believe it's Wonder Woman 13. We get Trinity's origin.
Yes. We got Superman 18 Sweeney Boo variant. Superman 18, the 1 in 25 Barrio Nuevo incentive, which is
A
beautiful.
very nice one.
Beautiful cover. Then we have Catwoman 58, the Scott variant.
There's
Who
Nicholas
doesn't
Scott.
like a little
I like that one.
pussy cat on the cover?
Whoa.
All those Nicholas Scott covers are a lot of fun, where you get all the different
language,
outfits
language.
over the years.
What? There's a lot of pussy cat on that cover.
Except for the Green Lantern cover, which for some reason just has all the Green Lanterns. Because, well, it doesn't really change much.
Yeah, Catwoman 58, the 1 in 25 Takara incentive. The 1 in 50 Cons incentive.
I like that.
Cover. Then we have All Winter number 3, the Federici variant.
Mama Bear's calling you out, saying, naughty Christopher.
What? I didn't do anything.
You know what you did.
You know.
We got Jenny Sparks 2, the Oliver variant. World's Finest 31, the 85th anniversary variant.
Oh, like a Jack
I like
Nicholson.
this. It does.
Mhm.
I like
And
that.
that's a very Michael Keaton Batman '89 Batman on the cover as well.
Oh yeah. I'll get that one.
Yeah. A little modernized Gotham in the background. I like it. World's Finest 31, the Churchill variant.
Bully.
Deathstroke number 4, the 1 in 50 Hamari incentive.
I like Hamari a lot, and
Me
Hamari's getting a
too.
lot of work lately.
Yes.
That's supposed to be Lady J.
I don't know who that is. Nicola Scott is Wonder Woman.
That's Scarlet.
She's a
Could be covered wrong.
Then we have G.I. Joe 310, the 1 in 10 Walker incentive.
How many more
Snake
issues
Eye.
of G.I. Joe do we get?
Well, they're
I
rebooting
know-
with one soon.
Yeah.
And there's some good covers on that G.I. Joe 1.
Then we have Power Fantasy 2, the Sweeney Boo variant.
For anybody who wants to read a book that's not good.
Then we have Witchblade 3, the
Ooh.
Mac variant. Kind of looks weird with the way it's drawn. Looks like a floating head.
It's a Matt cover.
I know.
You
Then we have
either really
Witchblade-
like Matt covers or you don't.
Oh my god.
We got
Oh
the 1 in
my
25 Silvestri incentive.
Oh god.
Wolverine.
It's great because it's Silvestri doing the cover.
Yeah.
So he's
That's
homaging
cool.
himself, which is fun.
That's great.
I wasn't
I-
expecting that.
I'll get that one too. I'll go with my
Then we
other.
have Amazing Spider-Man 58, the Romero Godzilla variant.
Yeah, we're getting
Oh.
all those Godzilla variants through.
Oh. Godzilla back at Marvel? What's going on here?
Yeah,
No.
it is.
It
Is it?
is? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
Ultimate Spider-Man 3, the 1 in 25 Canero incentive. Ahsoka
Well, actually,
3,
I
the
don't
1
know
in-
where that title lies, to tell you the truth, because IDW runs it, DC runs it,
Yeah, everybody's running it.
Marvel seems to run it. There's a
Well,
Godzilla Skate or Die series out right now.
Now the DC ones were the movie versions,
yes.
not the so that's the legendary. So those were legendary. I think there's a separate ownership. There's a US based and then the Tokyo based.
Then we have
Jenna Johnson cover.
125 Yagawa incentive for Ahsoka 3. Then we have Nyx 3, the Forbes variant.
That's
I
a
like
good
that
Forbes
cover.
cover.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I gotta get that Ahsoka signed by Jedi Johnson.
Then we have Predator versus Black Panther number 1. Not
Can't even see what's
sorry.
going on there.
1 in 25 Raza incentive.
The Predator versus Wolverine series was pretty damn good for a little short run series. So I hope they keep up with it and put out a decent series for Predator
Yeah.
versus Black Panther.
Then we have Venom War Daredevil number 1, the Hans variant.
I hate that crap.
Then we have
I know
Power
people love it.
Rangers
No, I just,
Usagi number 1, the 1 in 10 Clark incentive.
Oh boy.
Little Power Rangers and Usagi Yojimbo.
yeah, at least it's a crossover that kind of makes sense.
Now here is my favorite cover
Yes.
for this FOC. One of my favorite covers. Power Rangers Usagi number 1, the 1 in 15 Takeshi incentive. This is a nice cover.
It's nice.
Then
Power
we
Ranger stuff
have
doesn't make its way into my box very often.
then we have Super Sun number 1.
Oh no.
Cover A. Morello variant.
Yeah, that Perillo is fantastic.
Murakami variant. And a design foil variant.
Oh, it's
These are
throwaway
all
bullshit.
open order. There are no incentives on this title.
Well, that's foil, right? So,
Yes,
but it's open order, so it's how
It'll
much?
it'll be a little. We have $7.99
probably
or whatever.
$5.99 maybe.
Nah, with foil they normally do the $7.99.
No, that's I
Cart-
don't think-
Yeah, normally regulars $4.99, card stocks $5.99, and foils normally $7.99.
I don't look
Yeah.
at prices when I buy comics.
You just slap down your card and go, "Thank you."
Unfortunately, I don't.
Shut the hell up and put the
I
comics
should.
in the bag. Oh.
Yeah. Don't talk to me. Don't even look at me.
Right?
I
I didn't walk in here. You walked into me.
Multiverses. Let's
Some
go.
other my other favorite covers is FOC. I'm a sucker for Looney Tunes.
Yeah, you are.
Multiverses is the game that's open.
By Ricker.
Was it a free to play on multiple consoles?
Except for Switch.
Well, Switch can't handle this game. Cover A, the Janin variant.
Oh, I like the little Adventure Time Tom and Jerry. That's fun.
Ooh, Steve's
Stop
Universe.
playing this game more.
Yeah.
Then we have the Rosmo variant. Then we have, listen to this title, Batman Game Key variant.
What?
That means there's probably going to be a code in that book for the game.
What?
Like they did
Now
with
you're
Fortnite.
starting Dom rumors.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You better
sir.
Domspiracy yourself, damn it.
Yeah.
Get out of my
And that's
way.
when
I'm
to grow
buying
on.
comics here.
And that's when to grow on.
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah,
cover though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
I do like that cover. Batarangs everywhere.
I don't like the way they're drawing Bugs Bunny though. Man. He looks weird.
Yeah, it doesn't look weird.
Then we have the 1 in 20 Samaria incentive. And then we
Jeez.
have the Bugs 1 in 50 Bugs Bunny
That's a good Bugs Bunny.
key incentive. Key. Get it? Key.
I get. I'm not paying for 150 for a key for a game I'm not going to play.
These are gonna sell it. I don't know. I don't know how. I know the game is popular. A lot of people play
This
it.
is
It is popular.
if
Until they dump a second printout that's cover price and it has the key in it.
here's my problem. If they're gonna put a 1 in 50
Mhm.
and it has this code in it, $50 for that code, potentially.
They basically paid for that video
Possibly.
game.
Well, you could be the first one reading it digitally on certain sites and get the code.
Well,
Depending on
you
how they put it in there.
But yeah, if they do it like Marvel, where they got the little sticker over it.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it in the Fortnite. I never opened up the Fortnite ones.
I never opened up the Fortnites, and I gave all the Fortnites. I sold most of the Fortnites.
I have a
People paying
couple.
big money for those.
Wow.
things.
Yeah,
He must
I got a
really
couple
hate
laying around.
Fortnite.
I have a couple somewhere. I'll open one. Might have it in my dollar box.
And last but not least, please like the stream, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Follow me on Instagram at Kingdom of Nerds _ on X at Brucifer _1. And if you want to send me emails or anything like that, I actually have an email now. It's Kingdom of Nerds
Wow.
at gmail.com.
Took it 40. Took it 40
Very,
years.
Mama
very
bear.
1990s of you.
Yeah. Is it Juno?
And always remember, whenever we
Juno
do
Juno.com.
streams and
Hotmail.
stuff is going on and there's theories out there and there's rumors and speculation, the one rule to always have about my show and the qualified, Dom is right 5% of the time.
One
He
show
is
to
right.
rule them all.
He is right
When he
more than
goes-
5% of the time.
When he shows up.
One
That is
show
when
to
he
find
shows
them.
up.
Yeah.
You know what time it is?
Giveaway time.
Last giveaway of the
Tool
night.
time.
It's beer 30. I know.
And I'm giving
time.
away. I will warn you. This, unfortunately,
5 o'clock
Uh-oh.
someone it
Is it
the cover
someone?
is kind of there's a probably half an inch
That's what she said.
tear on the cover, but
That's what
this
she
book
said.
so it's this book is still worth having in your collection. There's a reader copy. Degrassi still here. So don't forget, this will be the final one. So bend into the chat we have how many people left in this giveaway thingy? We got 12 left. We got 19 watching.
Absolutely.
I'll give Dom 20% partly because I'm afraid of his Funko army.
Dom just needs time. He will be proven right in the end.
To be fair.
Yeah.
You dare slander Dom when he's not here. Yes. Pretty much.
All the time.
All right, and the final countdown. Oh, sorry. Dumbfounding. All right. And the last book of the night is a Dave Stevens book. Dave Stevens cover. From 1987.
Still stands.
1987.
Elvira's
boy.
House of Mystery.
Great book.
Unfortunately, it has a tear right here across. Otherwise, it's
A good press will get that out.
Yeah, it's still good for the PC just to have some Stevens.
It's a great PC book if you just have it displayed.
No?
We have six.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, it's kind of see-through with there.
yes. So, all right. And the last absolute winner tonight is all of us because you make this stream worthwhile. Thank you guys in the chat.
Aww.
I just want to say thank you guys for getting songs stuck in my head every week.
Yeah.
This week is the final countdown from Europe.
There you
You're
go.
welcome. I have duct tape.
Sure you do.
All right. Run it.
All right, run it. Let's go.
That's what the police report said.
And the winner is
Always charge up for Stevens' work in general.
Run it again.
Oh my god.
Who won?
Me.
Claudia.
You won last week, bro.
I didn't
Next,
win it.
And you're on the chat.
Mr. Walton DN, are you here?
Never seen him before.
Never seen that name. 10, 9, 8.
Is it Walter Deanna or Walturden?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 3, 2, 1. Next up, roll.
Have you?
Let's go.
Taladia.
Yeah, get out of here, Taladia.
Poor Taladia.
Terry
Terry Floyd. There you go.
Terry Floyd.
He's here. I know he's here.
He's there.
Where are you, Terry?
That book has never been around me, so
Thanks
it's
for
safe
stopping
to,
in, meet
to
one.
pass through the secondary market.
Terry Floyd.
Terry Floyd. You were just here like 2
I'm here.
seconds
I'm
ago.
here. There he is.
There he is. There he is.
Yeah.
Woohoo. So what do you guys got going on this week? Anything exciting?
Yep.
Anything, Claudia?
I'll be doing talking about Forever Evil comic, New 52 on Wednesday with Bianca
forgot
from
about
myself and
I forgot about that book.
yeah, we'll be
That
doing that New
series.
52 myself
Nice.
and Jared.
Say hi to
Um,
Bianca. She's cool.
Yeah,
I'll be working 12-hour days like a grown-ass man.
and then I'll be
That's what I'll
doing
do this week.
I'll be doing
Bye-bye.
some movie discussion after we react to Batman Cape Crusader. We're on episode 5 on Sunday next
Oh,
week.
you still
I'm gonna
haven't
sell other parts and complain about it.
No,
There we go.
I still got like 5 episodes left, 5 or 6 episodes.
and Taladia's YouTube channel. Please head
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
I got a new
subscribe,
I got a new
like.
heating pad. Amazing.
Yeah, make sure
Wow.
to come over to my page.
I love having a heating pad.
Oh, it's
I'm
got a
one-
vibration function. It's amazing.
I'm
God.
one step away from
Don't need to know,
3,330.
Brian. Don't need to know.
Now you do.
And
One step.
nice.
No, I don't.
Uh, tomorrow we will have
Different guest.
Monday Madness. I don't know what topics we're going to talk about. There'll be some gossip, some rumors, some bitching, some complaining.
Speculation.
Yeah, I don't know.
the typical
speculation.
show. We're gonna
Yes.
whine about Star Wars for about 45 minutes to an hour.
And then we
If
can
you ever-
transition in. Then we can transition into Zack Snyder.
Yeah, and then go right back to Star Wars because heaven forbid we're not talking about Star Wars.
And we'll pepper it in with a little
That's all you
bit
remember?
of how Star Trek is a piece of shit nowadays.
Yes, yes.
It's on YouTube.
And I'll make comparisons between the two.
You guys suck.
I'll compare them to popular eateries.
Well, there is Twilight of the Gods trailer, Lucifer. Just saying, where to get to, where you get
What's
blood,
Twilight of the Gods?
sex, and dragon.
That sounds like my weekends.
No, we're not getting House of Dragon for a while, dude. What are you talking about?
I miss House of Dragons.
Already.
really
Twilight of
do.
the Gods will be your thing.
Put your link in the chat there, Mama Bear. I'm not sure if I follow you.
Doing it now.
Thank you, Terry.
There we go. Follow my wow. You get in the next House of Dragons spinoff next
Yep.
year. Here.
I just subscribed. There you go.
Everybody
Oh, okay.
subscribe to Mama Bear.
The
please.
new House of the Dragon's coming out next year, so we're not
Mama
House
Bear
of-
is now at 600.
Yay.
You know what I mean, dang it.
House of Dragons.
You're welcome,
House
Mama.
of- House of Mystery
Duncan-
goes to
Duncan
Terry
May.
Foy. I almost forgot to write that down.
Duncan
Uh,
and
He's
May.
getting old.
So tomorrow night is Monday Madness, and then we will next appear on Renovision Friday night for the qualified.
I'm not sure
What
what,
are
we're
we
gonna do
doing?
this week.
Next
I don't know yet. I normally know by Tuesday what I'm gonna do for the week. We did cartoon properties for comics, and I know we're
Good.
gonna have to do a part 2 of that at some point because
Yeah, next month.
there were a lot of titles we couldn't get to. So
How about some Spider-Man covers?
no, nobody wants covers. Jesus Christ! I mean, what am I getting the crotch shot Spider-Man or the
Ad shot.
yeah
Yeah,
Ass up in the air.
Ass up in
Spider-Man.
the air.
I don't like doing spotlights of stuff that has 80 year 40 50 years of covers of stuff to go through.
Yeah.
My spotlights get too long as it is. We'll figure something out.
Spider-Man's cushy butt.
How about pre-code decapitation covers?
I prefer bondage covers, but
I know you do.
yeah.
And then Saturday night, the whole qualified crew and Renovision family will be getting together Saturday at 9:15 p.m. Eastern for the 100th episode of SNS.
I can't believe it.
Yep.
So I will have a segment. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah, I'll be putting together a segment.
Yes. Everybody will be doing a segment at some point.
I'm
And
not doing a
hopefully-
segment, but I'll be on.
Hopefully we'll be doing did Dom like this chick or girl or whatever they call the segment.
It'll be fun. I'm happy for.
Oh
this.
yeah, Dom.
100 episodes.
Dom's IG posts. Yeah.
Yep, Dom's IG. You just go to Dom's Tober. What is it? Domtober what? Where's IG?
Oh, man.
Domtober Fett. Oh man, Fett. Yeah.
Domtober
Dom Tober Sky.
Fett.
Domtober _ Old Man Fett.
Dom Sober Sky.
Just type in Domtober. Just type in Domtober and you'll see his head.
Yeah. That you get grade cheese on.
I love how you worded that. I find that hilarious.
That was funny last night.
Ooh.
All right, boys. I got to
Oh.
call it a night.
Rings 2 is better than House of the Dragons season 2. What? God damn you, Degrassi. I can't wait 3 more days. 4 more days.
I might
don't
have
like
to
Lord of the
watch the
Rings.
stupid ass show. God damn it. I didn't watch the first season.
Nah.
It's
Well,
not-
start
I tried to-
watching.
I like
No, I tried to sit to the first episode, watching it on a watch party, and I was just getting like I was turned off left and right. It was just like I don't like the color
was like
scheme.
the
or
Acolyte.
Rings
the-
does nothing for me.
It was like the Acolyte all over again, Brian, wasn't it?
not enough dwarf on dwarf action
I
for you.
like
Dom?
the Acolyte. That's not a good comparison.
Hey.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, with the Acolyte, hey, as long as we get
Right.
that in another version, a continuation, like a book, anything.
Right.
Honestly, most of your good Star Wars nowadays is in the books. So,
Brian likes his hobbits with hairy feet.
You're missing out. Honestly, I don't really care. What threw me off was like the first 5 seconds of it. I'm like, I was expecting dark and gritty Game of Thrones. It's like, no, this is like,
wait, this is Lord of the Rings. What is
crisp
dark
and
and
clean.
gritty?
All right, boys, I gotta cut it short tonight.
All right,
Take care.
down.
Go back
Good
and
job.
watch Lord
Bye,
of the
Joe.
Rings. It looks like first season of the Game of Thrones. Okay, you know, it's not that bad. Like, god damn, man. Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if Max is streaming tonight or not. I haven't heard from him.
It was.
I don't
his
see him
leg.
streaming.
I mean, he did a video today
Did
with
he
him
get
and
drunk in a
Cyrus.
sunburn? Because I imagine.
I saw
Well,
him
he
and
was
Cyrus
home early
video.
because he had to drop. He had to take him to the airport pretty early.
Yeah.
And you know, Max taking his
Big-
daily naps.
Daily nap, yeah. Old man naps.
Hack is on.
Brian, watch it for yourself. Free from Watch Party. I think you'll like it.
I probably will. Or just
So.
need to sit
Cappy is
down
on.
and
So
watch it.
thank you, everyone. Please hit like on this stream or dislike. As long as the engagement is there, it keeps the lights on. The lights will be on anyway, but I like to see the likes. Thank you very much. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.